Welcome, welcome, welcome to the 2023 Closers Olympics round six. Listen, if you've been paying attention to the previous rounds, you know that this competition is getting thicker and thicker and thicker. Listen, I can't wait to listen to some of these closers get up here, show off their skills, put everything on the line, get some deals locked up. Listen, it's not uncommon for us to get an opportunity to see people close deals live. So listen, if you have an acquisitions team, if you know anybody who is looking to get into the real estate space and you want to find out exactly what it takes to close deals on a consistent basis, you have a team, you may just be a solopreneur with a 9 to 5, whatever that situation may be, this is the place that you want to be in order to start finding out how you can start closing more and more deals. Plus, we finna have a blast, baby. We get ready to have a blast looking at these competitors put everything on the table, blood and sweat and tears. You got to understand, a lot of these people have been practicing day in and day out to make sure that not only they display a massive amount of skills today, but also we put on an incredible show. So make sure you buckle up, get your notepads ready, right? Get all of those things prepared because this is not going to be something that's going to be regular. So you want to make sure that you're taking notes and you're being active in this participation. So if you are ready to be active in this participation, go ahead and put a number 1 in the chat. Put a number 1 in the chat if you're ready to be active, if you're ready to be blown away, if you're ready to take down some gems, some nuggets that you can take back to the company that you may have, right? Or the sellers that you're trying to get closed up, right? This is that opportunity to get that done. So I'm not going to waste a whole bunch of times. We got some superstar judges that I have a tremendous amount of respect for that we're going to get ready to bring up. Listen, these guys, I mean, listen, they don't even need no major introduction because number one, we got RJ judging today. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure if you know, I'm a massive fan of RJ, his closing style, the things that he's brought to this community is absolutely phenomenal. We got RJ coming. We got my guy Max. He's actually one of my favorite closing styles. You know, how meticulous he is, how he drives the point home. He gets directly to the close, but at the same time, building just that right enough rapport. So you got some expert judges. We got my guy Elijah, which is not only a good friend of mine, but also an absolute beast in the space. So you're not going to be getting regular opinions. It's almost going to be like you're getting a little bit of coaching from the judges, and at the same time, you're getting some entertainment, and at the same time, you're getting ready to pick up some expert opinions on some of the things that we're getting ready to witness. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and bring them up. So we can go ahead and start laying out my guy. Is that the RJ Bates in the building?
And the belt, baby.
Yo, I love it. Hey man, how you feeling today, man? What are you looking forward to witnessing today?
Dude, I'm excited. I mean, we had the meeting last night with the closers. I think this is a great round of closers. I think it's going to be heavily contested. It's like I told him last night, baby, it's all about getting ink on paper today. We got to close some deals. I'm excited. This is the last opportunity that anybody has to make the Closers Olympics right here. And I know how valuable it is to be a part of the Closers Olympics. This is my 3rd year being a part of it. Love the competition, and I love the opportunity that these people have in front of them today to go out and show what we do on a daily basis, but under pressure, under the spotlights. Literally thousands of people across the world are going to be able to watch them do what they do today. So I'm excited to be able to just sit back and kind of critique. I've never gotten to do this before, so this is fun.
Yes, indeed. You know, it's funny, man. I'm excited to listen to you know, how you critique, because I think it's even more value sometimes in the critique than it is in just watching the actual competitors. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. And for me, these leads that are coming from Lead Zolo are the same leads that I'm closing on a daily basis. So I'm gonna have a lot of insight on. I don't know. I probably would have handled that a little bit different. But also, Elijah and Max are completely different closers than me. So I think it's going to be fun to hear kind of the chatter between us on how maybe we would handle situations a little bit different. But I think we've got some really skilled closers. I'm excited to see how many deals we get closed today.
Let's do it. Let's go. Thank you, RJ. Big fan.
Thank you.
Always
sir.
a pleasure, brother. Always a pleasure. We got my guy Max, man. Is Max ready? Where's my guy Max at? Max.
What is up, Byron? What's happening, man?
Oh man, it's a pleasure and an honor to be in your presence again, brother. You know what I mean?
Stop.
You know what I mean? Nah,
Absolutely.
honestly, you happen to be actually one of my favorite closers. Honestly,
I appreciate that, man.
yeah, and I told you that before, so this is nothing new.
Yeah, absolutely. I respect that. Thank you.
What are you looking forward to on this one, Max? What are you looking forward to mostly?
So I'm gonna echo what RJ was saying, man. This is a closing competition, which means that let's get some contracts, right? Let's get some ink to paper, and I think last night in the meeting, we talked a little bit about that, right? It's been a little bit of a lack of getting the ink, to the DocuSign, electronic signature. I respect the skills, the show of handling objections, negotiations, but at the end of the day, closers close, baby, and we got to get that contract. And we got some really great competition today. As a matter of fact, we got two that are coming back that competed, and I want to see how they handle it this time, how they maneuver and how they're able to just, get to the close, man.
That's a fact. I love it, man.
Yep,
Let's get Elijah up, man, so we can go ahead and get the rules. Elijah, my guy. First of all, what are you excited about on this one? And also, what are you looking for, like, specifically from these contestants?
Man, I mean, this is the 6th month. This is the 6th month, round 6. We went through month after month, and just each round she's getting better and better. I'm super excited to find out who's the final contestant, who's coming with all the other ruthless closers from the first 5 rounds. So I'm definitely excited for that. I'm really excited to see how people, pivot, how long they stay on calls, how strategic they are. Are they scoring points? Or are they looking to get ink on paper, right? And so I'm really looking to see who really is coming to take it all versus who just kind of scoring points. So super excited for this. I really know that. And now we got like 3 people who are going to be in the Closer Olympics, and we're judging them. We're locking in. So this is going to be very, not only edutainment at its finest, educational. We're going to be breaking it down, and it's going to be super entertaining.
So real quick, because we know that there's rules, right? So we want to make sure that we're real clear on the rules. Ain't nobody doing no shady business over here.
Yes.
So what are the rules? Let's lay them out real quick so everybody can know what to expect real quick before we get into the competition.
Yes, let's get into those. So we're going to be using a scorecard. All the judges are going to be going off of. Each closer has 30 minutes. Each closer has 30 minutes to make phone calls. These all calls are calling off of the number 1 lead provider off of Lead Zolo. As we'll be providing all the leads. We're going to be going in, and so we're going to be looking at building rapport. We're going to be judging on how you build rapport, how you identify pain, how do you handle objections. Are you just kind of avoiding them? Are you addressing them? Are you sidestepping them? We're going to be judging on negotiations. Are you just giving them whatever price they're asking for, or we're really dialing things in and really getting things set up? And then we're dialing in on, did you get a verbal agreement? Did you do anything creative? Novation, subject to seller finance. We're gonna be paying attention to that. We're judging them from 0 to 5 points. There's a cumulative amount of points we're all able to get. You only can get a maximum of 40 points. If you get a contract, you get points. The only way you get your ROI points, if you have a contract and there's a tie, we're going to determine who had the best contract, who had the best ROI, return on investment, and that's how we'll be determining it. This will be excited. I'm ready to get it popping.
Nice. So with that being said, listen, we're going to get ready to queue up the video here in a little bit, but I want to kind of break down a few things. So number one thing that I like, Elijah, is the fact that a lot of people in this competition have done creative deals in a lot of different ways. And it's amazing how, everybody's creative styles and their creative exit strategies are a little different. How are you guys going to be differentiating between those, or is it going to be a breakdown, or what are you looking for specifically on that front? Because I've had a lot of people ask about those creative strategies.
Creative strategies are good by all means, and we want people to be a versatile closer, right? And these creative deals are going to absolutely happen in real life scenarios. However, just because that might be something you're most comfortable with doesn't mean every call gets a creative offer, right? Some calls you're going to have to go for the cash deal, even though in your traditional business you might want to make maybe a novation offer or a subject to that's all you're comfortable with. But in the Closer Olympics, we want to go for the best deal, the best opportunity, and just be real clear of how that's going to work. Be very clear of what you're going to do separately to meet that seller's specific issue. Don't go off of what your comfortability is. Be a versatile player. Novation subject twos are good, but sometimes you have to go for that cash deal right now, and it'll be go time,
I love it. Well, let's go ahead and get the video queued up and ready so you can see exactly what we're getting into. And let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's get this thing popping.
Close it. When I close, doors open. Every key I.
This is a competition. Somebody's going home with the top closer title belt.
If I did 189, would you have to talk to her, or could you agree to that? All right, let's do 189.9 then.
If I gave you 31, will you sign today?
Here's our time.
So
If that's a price we can do, is this something you'd be ready to move forward with today as far as like an agreement in place?
More urgency. Closing time. Close it. Pick up the
Strap in. Everybody get excited.
He was good.
But this guy's got skills, and his approach is different, and it works so well.
I look at rapport not as weather, sports.
That was probably top 5 that I've ever seen.
He moved us away. The truth is, I already knew it. I'm so hot, I'm melting the vent like ice.
It's the noise talking and backing it up for me, and the consistency.
It's something that you're never going to be able to see, I think, replicated anywhere else. It's so much you can learn from this.
this is the best training series anybody could ever ask for.
Mr. Knox, we're taking care of him, and we're going to spend the money with the family for somebody I don't know, okay?
Yeah.
On every call, it's sell or be sold. Let's go.
Man, I thought that was going to be something.
Is that something that you would want to move forward with, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything is possible. There is nothing holding you back.
Baby, you won. You won, bitch.
Yeah.
It's all on you. Close it. What you gonna do?
And that's the bottom line.
Close it. Hey, close it. Pick up the phone. Close it. Big escrow. Close it. $1 million deal. Close it. It's all on you. Close it. What you gonna do? Close it. I want the proof. Close it. $1 million.
I'm still jamming right now. I love that intro. Listen, but if you're ready to get this thing started up, go ahead and put a fire emoji in the chat. If you're ready to see and see who these closers are going to be, go ahead and put that fire emoji in the chat. I just want to know who is activated right now. Because listen, I just want you to know that this is not going to be a regular experience. Go ahead and get your pens, your papers ready to go. Shout out to my guy, Robert. He's activated. Shout out to my guy, Landon, activated. You hear me? Listen, this is not going to be a regular experience. I just want everybody to understand that we have some phenomenal talent that we're getting ready to display, and I need everybody to be activated. This is an activated type of event, right? So let's go ahead and get this wheel started up so we can go ahead and find out who is getting ready to go first, who is getting ready to taste the blood, baby. We get ready to jump into the pit, you know what I mean, to find out who will be the champion today. I'm excited. I am thoroughly excited. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I am definitely excited. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing popping. All right, what we got? Jen. Jen looks like she's gonna be knocking it out first. All right. I know Jen too. Aya. Rich. And Carlos. So, listen, Jen has been here before. Matter of fact, I met Jen on the previous Closers Olympics qualifiers, and Jen was fire. I can't even front. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I'm supposed to put this information. I did not. But I heard through the grapevine that it was a massive wager put up by Pace Morby on Jen. He put money up on Jen if she was going to win and take this thing or not. So this is not a regular investment. I just want everybody to thoroughly understand this. But Jen, she lives in SoCal, okay? And she's known specifically as the queen closer, has closed over 40 plus deals. So she's not new to this. She's true to this, okay? And she's the best closer. She has been successful in not only regular markets, but in virtual markets without ever stepping into any of these properties. Never stepped foot into the properties and still closing these deals, 40 plus of them. So a lot of folk be talking about coming up with all these excuses as to why they can't do this and why they can't do that. Listen, she's doing it. She's doing it. Right. So I'm excited to bring up Jen. I thoroughly like Jen. I've been sharing her all over my social media. You've seen it. You've seen it. So Jen is definitely a true professional and a dynamic closer. So I have the honor and the pleasure to introduce Jen to you guys. So Jen, where you at?
Hi.
What up, though?
How are you? I'm back. And first, I wasn't expecting that, but
you're first.
I'm ready.
You think you're gonna take this thing?
I'm gonna take this thing.
Oh,
I'm all ready.
I like it. I like the confidence, the quiet confidence.
Yeah. Let the best woman win.
I love it. Let's do it. Let's get this party started. Where my judges at? Oh, you got this.
Yes, sir. You got this, Jen. I'm looking forward to see what you do, mama. Let's go.
Let's go. Set the tone, Jen. Let's go.
I love you all, but I'm gonna turn you down.
That's right.
Yeah, focus mode.
I'll listen to what you have to say afterward.
So what I'm interested with here early on is Jen's ability to get, when she gets someone on the phone, how quickly can she determine whether or not this is a viable seller that's willing to sell?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because she is so big in the creative finance world.
Yep.
That's kind of anti their world.
Right.
Their world is dig deeper, figure out the solution, and then offer those creative solutions. I want to see if she could kind of change her style a little bit to really find out if this is someone.
I love that you said that, RJ, because I think you really have to pay attention to what's coming on the other side to really, your active listening skills to find out if you got a prospect or a suspect here, especially when you have.
Ricias, this is Jen. I have a request here for a fast cash sale from you on Spring Mill Street. How are you? You're good? Okay. Okay, it sounds like I can hear another person there in the background. Is she also? Is she? Oh, great. So am I on speaker?
No, here, let me get you over there.
Oh, no, speaker's good because that way I can talk to you both at the same time. I love it.
Okay, well, she's in here trying to pick her car up. So actually, she's gets not involved with that. You know, it's my house.
Oh, okay. It's your house. So if we were to agree on a reasonable price today and you feel comfortable with me, would you feel comfortable signing a purchase agreement today to move forward?
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly. Okay, I get it. We just started talking. So I'm going to ask you a few questions to see if we're the right fit. And if we are, we can talk numbers. If not, no hard feelings. Just let me know. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So catch me up to speed. What has you considering selling?
Well, I'm buying a house. Finally buying a house, and this house was passed down to me. It's a duplex, and basically we put the new roof, new furniture, and everything. And it was while I was renting, and it was going pretty good. But after a while, I got tired of the renter thing. I've been doing it for 9 years. I came back to Mansfield because my father was sick, and of course he passed, and so it was just my mother. So now we're going through that. I just recently lost my brother too, so I decided I had the apartment I'm in now, because I live in that. It's just too small, and I wanted a house. I had a VA business, and so I need to move on. So.
Okay, so I think I understand then. So you're a VA. Thank you for your service. I have a lot of admiration for military, so thank you. And so this is a duplex, and you live in one unit. How many beds and baths are in the one unit?
The one unit is where I'm staying. It's It's a one bedroom.
A one bedroom, one bath.
Yeah. Upstairs is the two bedroom.
Okay, so we got a one bedroom, one bath, and a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, and you're living in one. And is the other one is it occupied by a tenant?
No. I cleaned it up, and then when I started screening for new tenants this time, this is about the third time I've had to rent it. I had long-term tenants, but then it started to get janky, and I got the thing that, I'm getting ready to get into a house, and I know that I want to spend more time in taking care of my house, so it's enough,
Yeah, it's enough. And then I'm sorry about, the important people in your life who you've lost too. I'm sorry for that.
Yeah.
I hope that we can help you with your house at least, so that we can get you to your next chapter. Do you have a place already in mind to move to?
Yeah. We're about to close on the 22nd. Yeah,
She's got to go seller finance.
Oh, that's great. So you close in less than a couple weeks. You're already approved. So it doesn't sound like you need the money from this house to buy your next house then.
No, it ain't like it ain't like I don't need the money, but it's just this house now is like my mother, she's 84 years old. I'm gonna just fill the story out. I've been running. I take care of her business and stuff like that. Well, as in the long term effect, they supposedly gave me the house, but it still is in her name. But the thing is, she won't be able to go. As long as I give the offer to what she has, that we're gonna get, then that's gonna be a doable thing. But yeah, we need to.
Yeah, there's no value. It's all cash flow.
Get away from this house here, because once I go, then the house will be vacant. You don't want vandals to come in and steal. I got a steel roof. I got new furnaces and everything. And people can in this area, somebody could be a squatter. So
yeah, I get it. And I'm sorry to interrupt. I want to make sure I get to the important questions, because I have another call coming up, and I want to make sure I get you what you need. So you sound like you're an experienced investor. You've been doing this for 9 years, you said. So what have the offers been like so far that while you've been shopping it around?
Well, I had talked to someone earlier, and I said if the middle, like we're about 42 or at least 45 on it, and then beyond that, that way, because like I said, money that we've already put into it,
I see. So you're
we get at least get some return back. We dropped I want to say maybe about 15,000 just cleaning up the
okay.
the new furnaces and
So if I just want to make sure I'm hearing you right, so you said 45,000 is your bottom line.
Yeah, hold on just a second, real quick. I gotta go to the White House. Hello?
Hi. So let me ask you this. It sounds like timing is one of the most important things for you. So what is your ideal timing to get this done? Like, are you thinking like less than 30 days?
Yeah. Hold on one moment here. Hold on. This one. Give me 4 cheese sliders and a French fry, please. How many sliders? 4 cheese sliders and
Yeah, this guy. This is not a. Should have went with the gain opportunity option like
I'm
that.
glad you got your order in there. I just have a few more minutes. So I want to ask you something. I just know you seem like a really honest, fair person. And so I want to be that back. I just know from like poking around on the internet, if I'm going to take this back to my team, I know my funding partner is going to be a lot lower than that. It's going to be anywhere from like, I hate to even tell you because I feel like I'm failing you by telling you this number, but I just have to share. It's going to be below 15,000.
We're gonna pass it.
I have another question, and I understand why you would pass. What if I could upgrade you from a landlord to a lender?
Landlord to a lender.
Like, what if I could come higher on my number? Not a whole lot higher, but like maybe to a little bit higher.
Yeah, you had to go way higher than that.
Okay. Yeah. I understand. I think perhaps maybe have you already talked to a realtor? Do you need a referral for a good one?
No, I've already got a realtor. I did have one guy. He didn't come out and look, but
okay.
So I mean, definitely not gonna be enough 15.
Okay, I understand. I'm sorry we can't help you out, but I wish you luck.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, have a good one. Bye. Boy, spent a lot of time on that one. Okay, 212.
All right, you got plenty of time. They answered on the first dial.
Yeah, a lot of time left. I think this is where the audience has to be careful with trying to, because he said a lot of stuff, but that's
I didn't know houses could sell for that cheap.
Those are all situational things
as
that
much as my
which then leads into the gain opportunity, not a pain of distress, right? So you got to shift that conversation a lot faster,
right? And get her in pocket. Like that took us almost 10 minutes just to disqualify her. That took a little bit of time, but that's part of the competition. Know when to hold them, when to fold them.
100%.
Shout out to Naaman for comping that quickly, because I was confident on my side that was a bullshit property to comp. Okay, but on Jen's side, what I would have liked to have seen there a little bit is get that number out of them before everything
Please leave your message for.
Because as you see, they gave the number freely. It would have come early.
Please leave your message.
She could have been diving into the value herself, knowing that, hey, is this a waste of time or not? She probably could have saved herself about 6-7 minutes there.
Easy. Yeah, easy. I love how she's navigating though. She's doing really well. You know, her nerves don't show up as much as last time.
Right.
She's navigating the conversation. I think it's just more now of, and I get it. We're in a competition. I want to close it, but we have to also realize like, hey, let's move on from this.
It says user busy. Please do not hang up.
The other thing is when you're comping this yourself,
please leave.
If she had just had prop stream up,
triple dial
the address, she would have immediately seen there is no value in this neighborhood. She would have gone the seller finance route and hit them with that, which is her skill set, anyways.
Yeah,
it's her strength.
Hello.
Hi, Clifford. This is Jen. I have your request for a fast cash sale on your property on Sun Valley Road. How are you?
Doing pretty good about yourself.
I am excellent. Thank you for asking. So I am curious, what has you considering selling?
Well, we're trying to downsize. We had custody of our grandkids. They're going back with their mother now. And so we just need to downsize and get us something a little bit smaller. It's too much house for us.
I see you're downsizing. Well, that sounds like it's a good thing then that the kids are going back.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, well, that's wonderful. So then it sounds like that next place is pretty important to you, would you say?
Yeah, we pretty much got it squared away.
You got it.
We just trying to, so we have reached out to a couple of different people. I had a couple of different investors come in, look at the house, and did certain different things. I think you like the fourth one we talked to.
Okay.
And we just trying to get some numbers. If they sound good, then we'll let it go. But
so I'm glad. Thank you for sharing that. Good. So since you've already been talking to people, doing research, it sounds like you're pretty educated now. You've been talking and getting offers. Like, what is it that you need from a buyer in order to get this deal done?
I would need at least 200 out of it. We checked around, we've seen the prices, we've seen what they're listing for. Talked with the agent, which is a friend of my wife's, and he told me we can list it. And of course, we can, get more. But I said if I can get it out of there and don't have to do that, I'd rather do that. But yeah, at least 200, and that's net.
So you mentioned a realtor. Is that what the realtor says you can list it for?
No, actually, I can list it for more. We can list it because we had appraisal come through and appraised the house. And he sent us a copy. I need to check my email, but he sent us a copy of it. And he listed it at, he appraised it at 257.
Yeah.
And like I said, if we can get 200 out of it, I'm satisfied with that.
So he appraised it at 257 in its current condition. So does this mean it's fully market ready?
Yes, there's nothing wrong with the home.
So it's 2023, market ready, show ready. Nothing needs to be done.
Nothing needs to be done.
Well, it sounds like then listing with the realtor would be a good option unless there's something you're hoping to get from going direct to a buyer like myself that you cannot get from your realtor.
Well, I just didn't want to deal with all the closings and all this extra. Doing all that, if I just get rid of it, plain old like that, be done with it, I would have done that. But again, if we can get more from the listing also, that's fine too. I really have both options are available for us. There's no big rush for me to sell. Like I said, we're just weighing our options and seeing what comes our way. If a good number, we'll go with it.
I get it.
No big deal.
Yeah, I think just to be honest with you and looking around online quickly is that we're gonna be pretty far below that. For a cash offer, that's one way that we buy. And it looks like, if I took this back to my underwriter, it's going to be more in the hundreds.
Gotcha. I understand. I know you guys got to make your money.
Well, it's just like.
Oh, hold on. Look, I'm sorry. Hold on. This is my wife. Hold on.
Oh, that awkward silence was beautiful.
I love it.
But maybe you want to patch your wife in?
He pushed her back. He allowed him, and he's internally closing himself.
Yep.
Internally closing.
Hello?
This guy's been talking to a few people already, so he
already knows the reality. He's just trying to see if he.
Yep.
Move on.
Yeah.
Move on.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna hang up.
Yeah, move on.
We're gonna come back to him,
minutes.
maybe.
He's needing minutes. Right. We'll call him back. We'll call him back on the follow-up, not on the competition.
Okay. Maybe I'll come back to him.
You did a good thing on that one. Move on.
You gotta cut it. You know,
got some points. Move on to the next one.
There we go. Racking up points over here.
Mayweather, jab.
I call Georgia, and then I'll call Clifford back.
Hello, this is Georgia.
Oh, she sounds nice. Okay, let me see.
One thing that I like to do, and RJ, I know you do this a little bit different, is when they do have a price in mind, my next thing is like, how soon do you want to get them done, right? Because that's going to tell me, how in their mind, if you got that price that you're asking, how soon are you looking
Come
to
on,
get
Georgia.
Because that'll tell you a lot. Even if you haven't negotiated yet, just getting a timeline based on what they're looking to get will tell you a lot from them.
Georgia.
Hello, this is Georgia.
No. Okay, let me see.
As you're making those calls, it's especially after you talk to two people, you don't want to start thinking about, man, did I mess up? Should I stayed on a little longer on that last call?
Yeah.
Just be willing to take the next steps. Just keep moving forward. Do what you naturally do.
Yep. I think she's doing a phenomenal job, building that rapport. She gets that rapport built really fast, which is great. Now just the next phase now is just moving a little faster for the price and then the timeline and then boom. Yeah.
I mean, realistically,
In Kentucky.
Kentucky's pretty important. So I hope they answer. She needs that Ohio lead to be more realistic. That's what she needs right now, is a seller like that. I mean, that was a good wholesale deal.
Yeah.
It's funny, if before the competition you had said, hey, Jen, your first lead they're going to answer and you're $30,000 off on price, she probably would have said, I can do that. The problem was the whole price was $45,000.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's go back to this. Let's see.
Going back to go ahead, RJ.
Yeah, what I was going to say is this is killing me, because going back to that first call, those precious minutes that got chewed up there.
Yeah.
Negative.
But that's what I was gonna say. Going back to what Elijah said, like, because did I leave? Did I went too much? Did I leave? Did I not do enough because of this right here?
We call it closer's remorse.
Like seller remorse.
Hi, Clifford. It's Jen calling back. I have one more question for you.
Oh, okay.
Sounded like 100s. Are you absolutely opposed to that mid 100 mark cash?
Mid 100?
Mid 100.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I can't do anything to do it.
So then let me ask you something. Do you need the money from this house in order to? No, you said you're already closing, right? You're already like ready to go.
Right. We're pretty much ready to make the move.
So you don't need the money then from this house in order to buy the next house?
No.
Okay. So then I have a solution for you. What if we could come higher on our number and make you payments on your equity so that we can pay a higher asking price?
I never looked at it that way. That's different. Can you send me that? Can you send me the information on that? How that works?
Well, I don't. So, what information would you be wanting? It sounds like you have a question.
Right. I'm not too familiar with what you just said.
Well, let me tell you how we're helping out another sellers. So, I have this seller, Mike. We just closed on his property yesterday. He didn't need the money up front either. So, what we did is we gave him the best asking price he's received off market with a quick close. And now every month he gets passive income, mailbox money. He does nothing. We pay the taxes, the insurance. We're responsible for the maintenance and the upkeep of the property. He just gets to collect money. Would you consider that?
I'm interested.
You'd be interested.
I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Let me talk it over. I'm actually still on the phone with her.
You want to get her in?
See what she think about it. I'm sorry.
Should we do a three-way? And do you want to like patch her into the call? I'd be happy to chat with her.
She's more one of them people that let her know what's going on before you just put her on the phone with somebody. So yeah, give me a second. Let me talk with her.
Okay.
And it'll probably be about a good 10, maybe 15 minutes. Let me talk with her.
Is there any chance we can call you back in like a couple minutes? Because I have a confession. I'm actually in a competition with my friends, and I only have 5 minutes to like buy a house.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Okay.
It's all RJ's fault.
Oh, he hung up.
No. You did that last year. Sorry.
Did they hang up? Did they hang up?
No.
No.
Did they hang
That's
up?
a tough one. Do I call back?
Yeah.
Call back.
Oh,
Like, hey, I'll be on hold.
back,
I'll wait on hold. Go ahead.
What's going to happen? He's going to say something mean to you? Who cares?
Right.
Blame yourself. Oh, my phone got disconnected. What's up? What happened?
Oh, my fat thumbs. I'm sorry about that, guys. Yeah.
Daniel, hi. This is Jen. I have your request for a fast cash sale on your property on Solano Drive. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. I am wondering, what has you thinking of selling?
I'm not sure. That's not me.
That's not you? You didn't fill out a form online or watch a video that said you wanted to sell your house in Buckeye?
No.
No.
That's very weird.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
Boom.
Okay, I'm going to call the other guy back. Okay, scratch that Buckeye one I just put in the chat.
Please leave your message.
Darn, he's still on with the wife. He didn't answer my call.
I'm going to be honest with you. 5 minutes with the lead Zolo lead is plenty of time if she gets the right seller right now.
Easy.
Let's go. There it is.
Oh, wait.
Call that back. That's the seller right there. Stumbling and bumbling and dropping their phone. They need money, baby.
Let's go.
Hello?
They got a $6,000 ship box in Jackson, Mississippi.
Can you hear me? Bartholomew?
Bartholomew. Woo.
Bartholomew.
Golly.
Woo. Would be like, look, Bart.
That's what I said.
Look, Bubba. This would have been like, look, Bart.
Hey, Bubba. Hey, Bart. Jeez, plenty of time.
Let me make this short, Bart. How much more for your house? Let's even cut your name short.
I ain't got enough minutes in my competition to say Bartholomew.
Hung up on me. Okay.
I gotta say, she did recuperate.
Hi, Clifford. It's Jen.
Thanks, Jen. She don't want to do it. She said she didn't want to get rid of the house.
Oh, well, you would get rid of it. We would buy it.
I know, but she don't understand how that goes.
Yeah.
And she said that I don't know what that is.
Okay,
I told her I didn't either.
Well, would it be helpful? Is she open to a conversation for a minute?
Maybe she is. She's at work now.
Oh, okay.
So,
call work number.
Yeah, just catch her. I had to catch her at a good time. We'll have to catch her at a good time.
Okay.
Which will probably be tomorrow.
Okay. I understand.
Lunchtime.
Okay. All right. Or tomorrow around lunchtime. So we're a no-go for today. I appreciate your time, though.
No problem.
Okay. You're welcome. Bye.
If you were to say yes,
Dang.
I'll try to went for the verbal. I'll try to get a verbal out of him. Man.
Jenny. Come on, Jenny.
Please leave.
Hello. Hi, Jenny. This is Jen. I have a request here from you for a fast cash sale on your property on Quinn Road. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Good. So what has you considering selling?
My 2-bedroom double wide.
Oh, it's a double wide. Okay. What, can I ask you a question and we can see if we're the right fit for each other?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the most important to you about selling right now?
Well, I have my dog that I can't have because they said he was too big.
Oh.
And so, anyways, and I own my house, but I live in a trailer park.
Okay.
So I pay space rent.
I see. So it sounds like then if we could find you a place where you could house your dog with you, then that would be important to you?
Yes, I'm in the process of getting an EIT.
Okay.
What is it? The animal support.
Oh, yeah.
Certified.
Well, then
then I have a little dog and 2 cats.
Okay.
The cat
I know how much you want.
is a very good cat.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'm sorry to interrupt. I
There you
have
go.
a minute. I just realized until my next call, but what number would you need today in order for this to make it a deal for you?
I'm not quite sure. Probably about 60.
60? And
60.
Okay.
Oh man. That was a tense moment. That was a really, really tense moment because at the end of the day, man, I can't wait to hear what the judges got to say about this. Listen, Go ahead, put what you think in the chat. I want to hear your opinion. Did you think these were some good calls? Was this just a luck of the draw kind of situation? What are your thoughts? What's going on in your mind as you got a chance to witness? Listen, the skills were there. I'm not even going to front. The skills were there. But what were your thoughts? What were your thoughts? Definitely put your thoughts in the chat before we bring up our judges, because this was interesting to me, because it was almost like she never quite kind of got in there to be able to get that right jab. You know, this is a ruthless competition, Munif. You're right. You're definitely right about this. This can be a ruthless competition. But listen, at the end of the day, I don't make the scorecards. You don't make the scorecards, but we can get your opinion on this. And right now, according to some of the comments, you know, Munif says this is a tough competition. That is 100% right. Somebody said Boo Boo leads. I don't know about that. I think Zolo got the leads on point, because she actually got some people that were interested in having good conversation. You know, it's just at the end of the day, sometimes you need that little bit of time. You know, everything doesn't bode well for a competition. Josh says, yo, she works like a pro under pressure. That is true. That is 100% true. Listen, I want to hear what the judges have to say on this. I know that Max is ready to go. I know that Elijah is ready to go. I think RJ may be still working on his card. But I'm ready for any of my guys. Okay, RJ's done. So listen, the scores are in. I'm interested to hear Elijah, Max, RJ. Who's up first, man? Who's up first? Let's get this thing popping. Let's get it, Max.
Let's go. What's going on, Byron?
Man, I'm trying to find out, man. What were your thoughts, man? It was
you know, I love you know, that first call was a little rough, but she recuperated a little later. One of the things that I judge on is the ability to move the cell forward. Everything has to be able to move the cell forward, right? Whether you're building rapport, whether you're negotiating, whether you're pitching creative, handling objections, all that stuff. It's to be able to move the cell forward, and you gotta be able to. And I get it. We're in a competition, and you know, and sometimes you might rush some things. I think she did really well building rapport. Like that was out of this world. I gave her a 4 on that. And the reason why is because I believe building rapport, like I said, should always move the cell forward, right? Not just get stuck and talking about chit chat. I didn't see I saw some negotiations there, but I love to see the negotiations to where now you're getting timeline, you're getting price. I know she did that on the last like 1 or 2 calls, getting the price out of them, which is the ideal creative option. She did really well. She called that guy back. I know on the first one that she pitched was a little bit, soft, but I love what she did on the last one. Handling objections, again, things that were forward and identifying the pain. We always have to be aware there's 2 types of different pains, which is pain of distress and also gain opportunity, right? And that's what we have to figure out on a call. And it's tough, but she did really well. She did awesome.
Wow. Well, we saw the score, right? Looks like we was at a 15. And look, it is what it is. Thank you so much for that, Max. I think that was an awesome score for what we saw. I thought that was very fair, my opinion, me personally. And I think the what you said about it was spot on. So thank you for that. Up next, I think we have, is it Elijah or do we have my guy RJ? Let's get it. Let's get to our next judge. Elijah.
Guy. Whew. Wow, that was pretty fire. That's pretty fire. Just starting off. I mean, they say ladies first, right?
Yeah. Was I the only one on the edge of my seat though? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Right, man. Just because these are talented people. We know everybody could score triple doubles, can heat up. Real quickly, I think what she did, as far as what I judged her on, I think she did really good on the rapport side. I think she's instant connector. She had that endearing voice ready to go. I gave her 3 on negotiation. I think on the creative side, I gave her a 3. I think she did a really good job with explaining in a story method what it said: numbers tell, stories sell. And Munif did a phenomenal job last year on this. You can see in the sub-2 community, they're really good to take time weaving in a story, in educating and explaining how the creative option is going to work. So I think she did really good with that. I don't think she had a lot of time to handle. I think I only gave her 1 on handling the objections. I would have did a little bit working, digging in, trying to get the wife on board or what's holding them back, who's the real decision maker is. And then I gave her a 3 on identifying pain. And yeah, she got 15 points on mine.
15 points. Man, listen. Let's go ahead and get the party started, man. Thank you for that, Elijah, man. Let's go ahead and get RJ up. And let's get it. What you think, man?
My score is no indication of my thoughts about Jen's skill sets, but I'm coming in much lower. I didn't think there was any rapport that led to anything in the conversations. I didn't think that there was negotiations in there because essentially she found out prices and then essentially it was dead at that point. There was no negotiating. Creative options. She did hit 2 seller finance offers. Thought that was good. The handling objections. I loved the line about I'm in a competition. But at the end of the day, it led to nothing. It led to her getting told no. And identifying pain, I just don't think she had a whole lot of pain to identify, or at least I didn't hear it. At the end of the day, this is a results-oriented business, and there weren't any results. So that's why my score is what it is.
Hey, it is what it is. Thank you so much for that, RJ. Man, well, listen, this is a competition, you guys. This is a competition. And we put it all on the line when we step foot inside of the Closers Olympics arena. Let's go ahead and get my guy Drew up real quick. Let's get my guy Drew up. Listen, Jen got 36 points. In my honest opinion, right, I think that's a solid number. And at the end of the day, guess what? The other competitors have to beat that score. And this is a no excuse zone. At the end of the day, you either close or you lose. That's simple. So let's go ahead and get Drew up. I want to hear more, and I'm pretty sure you want to hear more about these leads, right? Because leads are literally everything to any business. If you show me a business that is not able to produce consistent quality leads, I'm going to show you a business in bankruptcy. Okay. And shout out to my guy, Drew. He's going to be coming in and giving us feedback on these leads here in a little bit. But first, before we do that, I want to get Jen's reaction to the score that she got. What are your thoughts on this score?
That I bombed. Just to be real, I bombed. So disappointed, not in the judges, but in myself, because I think I was not on what I usually do. Like I usually am going for the timeline. I'm really usually like getting those things, and I don't know what it was, but I had another vision in mind, and I was not being what I usually do.
I can respect that, but my personal opinion, I think that the calls were handled perfectly in terms of professionalism. I thoroughly enjoyed what I got a chance to witness. And listen, my hat's off to you. And I'm pretty sure at the end of the day, regardless of this competition, you're going to be closing deals and making money in real life.
Thank you.
Shout out to you.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. Thank you. Where's my guy, Drew? I need my guy, Drew, to come in and show us exactly why you should be looking into Zolo leads. Because at the end of the day, like I said before, we need leads in every single business. And if you show me a business without leads.
Now, I'm not Drew yet. All right. I'm not Drew. All right. Yeah, I mean, he's about to come on here in a second. But I do want to just highlight a little bit about why we have Lead Zolo in place, because they are going to be the main lead PPC lead provider for the whole Closer Olympics for the whole Closer Olympics. They're gonna be the main lead provider. And as he comes up here, there's a reason why we decided to make a strategic move with them, because I'm personally closing them. I don't know if you guys watch RJ's 50 and 50. He's closing on them. Max is closed on them. So from the biggest closers in the game, we are all personally closing on them. We wanted to make sure we test them out and make sure that we're closing deals. I think over half of the deals that over, I think about 50 contracts that are closing with RJ all came from Lead Zolo. And we want to make sure we have the premium leads, the best lead sources for the best competition, because we're finding out who the best real closer is going to be. And that's how we want to make sure we have it locked in here. So with no further ado,
Drew in the building.
Hey guys, thanks for having me coming on.
Absolutely, man. Thank you.
Yeah, this is a blast, man. Watching Jem work those leads was exciting. I was sweating. Like that was pretty cool.
Yes, indeed, man. So tell us a little bit about Lead Zolo. Can you break that down? Why would somebody want to utilize this product?
Yeah, well, Lead Zolo is unique, and that's how we stand out. We make a point of standing out. We make a point of being unique. I've been in business for a while. My partner and I have a few companies, and if we've learned any one thing, it's that don't compete, right? If you can learn how to be somewhere where none of your competitors are, you just can't help but win. Like there's literally no other option. So the reason we got into the wholesaling industry and starting to provide leads was because we noticed that nobody was on YouTube. Open Door was the only person attempting YouTube. They failed miserably, by the way. I'd love to show you some stats on that one day. But it was just this massive blue ocean. Wholesalers were, you'd go to a red light, you got 15 bandit signs with 15 numbers. If you're one of those signs, you kind of roll in the dice, hoping they call your number. Google ads, same thing. You're one of 4 ads on the top, 3 on the bottom. You're kind of just playing the odds, 1 of 7. Where in YouTube, there's zero competition. So we came in, we developed our system and our funnel and our actors and all that. We own another agency. What we're able to do is lean on the intelligence of Google. So we're able to target people who are specifically in distress situations. Like Bartholomew, unfortunately, Jen didn't get to talk to him. When he filled out that form, like he's going through foreclosure, like he needs help, right?
Wow.
These people that are filling out these forms need help. They're on YouTube specifically looking for ways to relieve their pain. And we're able to get in front of them and deliver these leads in a way that nobody else can, which is just absolutely incredible.
Well, listen, I can't wait to get back to this competition. And I'm sure you can't wait to listen to how these people maximize the leads that you're providing.
You and me both. I'm leaving the cottage right now to jump on a plane. I already told my wife she's driving, and on my phone and my headphones on the whole drive to the airport. I'm pumped up.
Well, listen, thank you so much. And I'm ready to get into the next competitor. My guy, Ilya, from all the way from Dominican Republic, okay, which is the wholesaler who lives literally on an island, like in an island in Dominican Republic, like, and then listen to this. This is what's so cool about it. It's doing over 80 plus deals a year in the Dominican. So you're living in paradise, closing 80 plus deals a year. I can only imagine what the quality of the living is like in this particular place, because you're living in paradise and you're making this much money, closing 80 plus deals a year. That's absolutely amazing. Definitely the closer of all closers, and provides solutions for every single seller. So I'm interested to see how Ilya is going to impress us in this particular competition. And I'm pretty sure you are as well, because number one, who else gets to live on an island and close deals in the States? That's amazing. So let's get to it. No further ado. Ilya, where you at? You got to unmute, my buddy.
All right. I thought you could unmute me. Can you hear me now?
Yes. But Ilya, real quick, you're living in paradise and closing deals in the States.
That's right. I think I'm the only one who's wholesaling from an island. I know people go out of state. I took it to an island.
I love it. Man, I can't wait. What are you looking forward to?
I'm excited, man. I'm excited to show my style. I feel like it's really different. I like to build a lot of rapport with people. I like to match their energy, and also to find out, a solution for their problem. Like
Well,
the
let's
whole
get to
business
it.
model is just oriented around solutions. Like we call ourselves a real estate solutions company. So
Well, let's get to it. Let's get to it.
sounds good.
I had to put my disclaimer on my score there in the chat.
I don't think you needed to, brother. That is what it is. Like, I mean, it's expertise, and you saw some things that maybe I didn't, maybe that Elijah didn't, right? Like, we all look at what.
Hey there, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Who's this?
This is Ilya.
Out the gate.
Actually, got some information that you're looking to sell your property here.
Let's go.
When? I'm not sure. I was going to find out from you. I think you spoke with somebody here.
That's a good way to get in.
I appreciate it. How's it going?
Property?
The one that's on 10 South Black Oak Street. That's in.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Don't give out the whole address, guys.
Wholesalers?
We're on a national televised.
Yeah.
And it's just not. Doesn't make sense at all. So
Gotcha. They're trying to take it away from you.
they tried. They're not going to.
They're trying to lowball you. I got it, man. So it sounds like you have a number in mind you're looking to get, and nobody's able to match that number. Is that right?
Yeah. Nobody.
Man.
Not yet. Until put it on the market, then that's what it's going to end up doing. Putting it on the market, probably.
Yeah. I mean, that's always an option. Let me ask you this.
It's the only option.
Well, let me see if there's something I can do here. So I'll be the last chance, I guess, before it goes on the market, huh?
Exactly. You'll be the last one.
There we go. Let me ask you this. What's the price you're looking to get for this property that no one's able to?
Okay.
Or ballpark range, like at least.
Next door.
Yeah, right to it. I love it.
I think you got an offer for $235. Okay.
Offer
Next door one.
Gotcha.
So I'm not going to let it go for less than 210, 215. Probably even put it on the market for that amount and let it do what it's going to do.
Gotcha. Now, what's the overall condition? I mean, so you're already giving us about $20,000 in equity. The next door property, was it fully updated, like 2023 standards, new kitchen, bathrooms, flooring, all that good stuff?
Everything got a new roof. Yeah.
That's the neighbor's house, or your house is updated
Air
also?
conditioner. I'm talking about mine.
Nice.
You wanted foreclosures type conditions, right? So you can
Not always. So look, a little bit about our company. We're a real estate solutions companies. We deal with foreclosure properties that are beat up, and we usually fix those up. Properties like in your condition, what we typically do is we take them and we use them as rentals, Airbnb and stuff like that. Yeah. So you're looking about 210 for that property. Now let me ask you a question that most wholesalers don't usually ask. Are you willing to, be the bank on this property? If
No, I don't.
You don't want to hold. You don't want to hold a note on it. Gotcha.
Nope. Just like renting. I might have to foreclose on you if you don't, default.
Gotta
on the
move
payment.
on.
Nope.
Yeah, definitely.
That's true. But
foreclosed,
I know,
yeah.
I know in Texas,
value.
it's pretty quick that you could foreclose on somebody. I know my guys foreclosed it
Yeah, he
within
said
a month, but I guess you don't want to deal with that type of headache, huh?
Seller said some key words there
I want my money
earlier.
where I can reinvest it in something else.
And you already said I'm only
Now,
trying
are
to
you
get
living this, or is this like a rental property?
It's
Yeah.
a rental.
Gotcha. And what's the like the cash flow? What are they renting it for? How much are they paying you?
Okay. That doesn't matter.
No, I want to calculate cash flow to see if this makes sense for us.
Gotta move on, brother.
It depends on how much you put down, how much what's your credit score. Every situation is different.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
My cash flow might be more than yours or less. I don't know.
See, this is the
Gotcha.
difference. It's not being in the couch.
So yeah, you said you're looking for about 210, huh?
Don't waste the time.
I might put it on the market.
Go low number and be out.
This is where I would have said on the closers lab.
Yeah, based on what I'm seeing here, like you said, fully properties that are in really good condition, selling on the market, they're selling for about 220. But keep in mind, they're paying a commission, they're paying transfer taxes, they're paying concessions, all that stuff. So even if you sell it on the market right now at that price that you're looking to get, you're not really walking away with it. And yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
You want to save that money.
Of course. I'm trying to save you time and money, but you know, I need a little bit of flexibility,
You
man.
might be
And
selling
if
out
I'm
on
able
this
to
one.
get you
Not
some
good.
cash in your pocket, realistically, my offer is going to be anywhere from like 145
And that guy
to
we're
150
entertained
cash,
too.
and I can get
Those are
this
the
thing out for
sellers
you
that
in
are
2 weeks.
entertained.
We see you. Go find another one.
That's it. All right. Well, look, you know what?
There you go.
All we can do is try. I appreciate your time. Have a great
There
one.
you go.
Bye bye.
Let's go.
Hey, the difference here though is that this is the same call that Jen got, but he got to it in 4.5 minutes in comparison to 10.
Yep.
Right. Exactly. He got right to it. So he's not eating and chewing away time.
A little too longer for my taste, but he did a phenomenal job.
Agreed. He wasted 90 seconds. So mark it at 25 minutes. He wasted 90 seconds. Let's see where this ends.
Good stuff.
Great objection jumping though, for sure.
Yeah, and he got right to it. You can see.
Oh,
See him being a former cop. You can see his
bro, he got
ability to
it.
just get right to it. Like no
Yeah,
BS.
compliment from the seller, right? First words out of the mouth were a compliment from the seller. That's always good.
Yep.
And he got him to chuckle in the first couple seconds too.
Yeah,
that's solid.
He also completely understood the scenario. I've already had offers. I didn't like the price. I'm going to list. This is what I'm going to list. He got all of that out of him really early.
Mm-hmm.
Name it.
Right, I hear you name it.
He's like, no more comping.
There's some comping figures over there. Man, and listen, I've seen this guy, Ilya too, by the way, Byron. Ilya. Right? I messed up his name for like the first 9 times I met him. All right. But Ilya, he really like has developed over and became a real efficient closer. First started talking to him. I met him at Momentum. Shout out to Alex and the family. And he was struggling a little bit. And then I've seen over the years, and he has on the first competition, how can I be the next one? And he got to put some work in. And second year, he wasn't ready. Third year, it looks like he's ready.
Did you see how he mirrored that guy's intensity right off the gate?
Yep.
That to me was
that's a really good point, RJ, because I always talk about that. Like, this is, you have to listen to what's coming. Just boom, like bulldoze. You got to listen to if it's aggressive, if it's soft conversation to be able to mirror like you're talking about.
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Who is this?
This is Ilya. I was looking for Tiffany.
Looking for who?
Tiffany?
Tiffany passed away.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize. I received some information. I guess maybe a family member filled out some information about selling a property at 1900 59th Ave.
Off it.
Well, that's my address, bro. I don't remember doing anything like that.
Maybe you spoke with somebody, but I'm not 100% certain. If they just passed it on, they said, hey, reach out to this homeowner, see if they're interested in selling, and present them an offer.
Oh, you're with one of those people that come and give you an. You're not a realtor, right?
Exactly. I think it said she doesn't want to sell with a realtor. She wants to avoid that.
Who the heck could it have been?
Not sure. But
I
is
don't
that?
know who it could have been.
I'm not
And
sure.
they said Tiffany?
Well, it just has the name of the. I guess maybe that's.
Let's pretend it was her. What's got you considering selling?
But is that so? Are you considering selling? Are you looking to get an offer on the property?
There you go. Boom. Love it.
Maybe eventually. I have to find a place.
Gotcha.
I mean, it is my place, but I have to find a place before I do.
You're looking for a place first, and then you're going to be able to move?
Yeah, but I need to find a place first. I can't just go out, and that's it.
Of course. You know, one of the benefits of working in our company is actually we offer moving services. So if you are looking to move, we can have a company come in there, pack everything for you, and transport it when you are ready to find a place to move. Another thing is we work with local agents that can actually get you a property, wherever you're looking to move to. If you're looking for a rental or you're looking to buy something, we can get you situated also, just making the process super easy. I know buying a house can be difficult.
Yeah.
Looks like it's a condo. We need the condo number.
I have your number on my phone. Can I call you back?
Gotcha. Right now, isn't that a good time?
No, it's not a good time right now, but I have you on my phone, so can I call you back?
Yeah. Call me back. I have about 20 minutes, and I have to jump on a meeting. If you call me after that, we'll continue the conversation. But if you call me before that, that'll be great. Just because.
Okay.
All right. Look forward to speaking with you.
If I miss you, I'll get you tomorrow because I have your number on here.
Yep. Exactly. Call me on that number, okay?
Okay.
All right. Have a good evening. Bye-bye. No.
I think you miss a big piece here. Like, who's helping you with this right now? So you don't know who filled the form. Well, you know what? We need to put a team Janice around together. We need team Janice there for you.
I think a good point on that is just really understanding, not try to push the sell, but just create a solution. Say, hey, I want to go back. I want to get this started. Talk to my underwriting team. I just need to ask you 2 or 3 more questions, and that's it.
Hello. You free?
Oh, I hate those voicemails. Those get me.
Take a shot. Let's go for it.
There you go. I agree. I think
she was a little nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was a little nervous. Like,
hey, no worries. Like, hey, real quickly, if we find a condo for you and we get you situated and make it nice and easy and we handle everything for you, is that what you're looking for? Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, great. Let's talk about this next. And what number would you want if I can help you? Get her mentally thinking about detaching from the property.
I like that question. Is that what you're looking for? Because a lot of times when you solid solution, but when you provide and you apply the solution to them really fast, sometimes they take it as you're just trying to close them or make them do business with you.
I think getting the dialogue, especially when a lady like that, a little aggressive, she's a little older. I like to make sure I just get a couple micro agreements, get a conversation going, talking back and forth. And then when she said, I got to, let me ask you, if I call you back in 5 minutes, because we're looking at another property in this area. And the only reason why we're talking right now, because somebody filled up this form, and the last thing I want to do is take the cash I had and give it to one of your neighbors. You wouldn't want that either, would you? And then hopefully that compels her to stay on the call.
I really liked how different he handled that call from the first one. Showed his ability to handle. I mean, if you're going to say you're a real estate solutions company, you better be able to handle different personalities. He was able to do that with those first 2.
Yeah.
I also just hopefully he's muted me at this point, so he can't hear me.
That's
All right, you can't hear me. I think he's already, in my opinion, the rapport side of things has been stronger than what I saw with Jen because of how he was able.
Hey, Raul. What's happening, man? This is Ilya.
Where?
From Finest Homes. I got some information. You're looking to sell your property there in Patterson?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I kept that like 2 days ago. Or yesterday, I think it was.
Sorry. I've been traveling, so I finally got to all the calls, and I apologize I missed it. But did I catch you at a bad time?
Yeah, actually, yeah, because I'm trying to go out. My son's birthday. I'm taking him out to eat. So if you want, you could give me a call tomorrow or something.
Let me ask you this. Since I got you on hold, you have like 2 minutes. I want to just ask you a basic couple questions just to see if this property even fits our criteria and if we're right fit for you.
All right.
Gotcha. With this property, are you living there? Is this vacant? Or are you rented out?
No, I'm living there. I'm living on the 2nd floor.
It's a 2-family then.
It's a 3-family.
3-family. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And all the other units are they're what's it called? They're rented out?
Yeah, the first and the third. Then I got a finished basement with 2 bedrooms. They're rented out as well.
Gotcha. So, I mean, what's got you considering selling this thing? And I know it says, like, I don't know if this is correct information. In the notes, it says divorce.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We're separating. It's under both of our names.
Gotcha. And is she okay selling? Is she on board?
Yeah, actually, I'm trying to get her on board, but she said, yeah, that's fine.
So she does want to sell. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Any idea what you're looking to get for this property? Because I'm an investor, it's all about the numbers. It's got to make sense for us, and the cash flow's got to be there. So I want to make sure we're the right fit for you. I know you're kind of busy.
Yeah, well, we listed it for 595, and we were dealing with the realtor.
595 with the realtor? Yeah. So it's listed on the market right now?
No, it's not listed anymore because we're no longer working with her.
She wasn't able to sell it, huh?
No, she was actually. A couple people came by, but the problem is now with this house is more for better, especially now with the interest rate up. It's better more for an investor or a conventional home. FHA people were trying to buy it, and so the interest rate is so high that the money wasn't But the renting wasn't enough to cover for the mortgage.
Gotcha. All right, that makes sense. So the rent.
Yeah.
How much money does it make a month, like with all the units combined?
Well, right now I was making like 3,000, just about 3,150. But that's because we're not overcharging either. You know, people been living there for years, so we've just been up in the rent.
I agree. Sometimes it's hard. You're better off keeping the rent a little lower and having a good tenant that's going to pay you. Then, yep. I mean, with that number, are you able to flex on the price? Because obviously, that's if you're going to list it, that's what you were getting. That's why you were getting all these FHA buyers. They're going to obviously live there. They're going to overpay and everything else like that. As an investor, we have to have some equity when we go in this property. We might do some updates and then either refinance it out or not sure.
He's doing good positioning in the car. He's controlling the car well.
What are you trying to like? You guys come look at it or something, things like that?
So initially, we do a phone call like this. We gather some information. I run my numbers. You get an idea where I need to be. If we come to a verbal agreement, then we go send somebody out to take a look at it. Do like a visual inspection, an idea of like, okay, how long have you owned the property for?
I've been there for 16, 17 years now.
Is there a mortgage or is it fully paid off?
No, it's a mortgage. Because it was my mother's house. She passed it on to me. She was when I first so
inherited
so many years. I didn't want to lose it, so me and my girlfriend jumped on it.
You caught it up on and everything else, huh?
We bought it for 190 on short sale, and now we refinanced it one time, and so we owe about 290.
How long ago did you refinance?
3 years.
3 years ago. So what's your interest rate? Like
5.2 around there.
5.2. I mean, it's better than before. Yeah. Let me ask you this. Just trying to.
When we first got it on short sale, it was really low. It was like at 3. But
yeah.
We went at 5.2.
No, I feel you, man.
We got this out in 2015.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The other option we have here, typically with like rentals and stuff, and when somebody gets a good interest rate, we have a program that we do. It's like a mortgage takeover where we just take over the payments. How much are your payments a month in this property? I'm thinking like 2,700.
No, it's actually 3,069.
3,069, and that's all. That's paying taxes, mortgage, and insurance.
Everything, yeah.
Exactly. Gotcha. That makes sense. And then you live in one of the units, so you're practically living for free. But for me, as an investor, I would rent that unit and make an additional $1,500 to $2,000.
I know that. That's what I wanted to do, but now if I had the cash to buy her, I would have done that.
Gotcha. So I mean,
I would like to keep it as an investment, but right now things are tight.
Yeah. The economy's not doing the best, man. So I know it's hitting everybody. It's affecting my family too. So I feel your pain.
Have you said how much he's wanted for it?
Are you so you bought it for 190, then you refinanced for 290.
Yeah, we refinanced. It went up to 290 or to almost 300. But then what happened was the forbearance. We took a forbearance. So it's like we owe right now about. First, when we I'm lying. When we refinanced, it went up to like 250, 260, and then we did that forbearance. It went up to like 60,000 in the back end, in the back of the mortgage.
Yep. So it's like 320 right now, give or take.
No, basically right now, so it's been it's probably like 295.
295, and I know you had it listed over there for like 500 and change.
We owed it 245 for forbearance. It went up to 300 and some change, but now we brought it back down to maybe 290, 292 around there. We owe.
Okay.
Basically, no more. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So that's the final number. And how much are you looking to get? Let's say the mortgage gets paid off. What are you and your ex? What are you guys looking to get in your pocket? How much are you looking to walk away with?
I mean, right there, doing all that with the numbers, we should be walking away after fees and everything about 130 a piece.
130 a piece, so 260. So you said two. Can you repeat that number you owe? I'm sorry, because there was a lot of numbers.
Like 290 something.
290 and change.
296 percent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 296 plus you want 150 a piece. You said.
Yeah.
So that's like another 300. So we're looking at what is it, like 596. So you're looking to get like top dollar for this thing, and yeah. And you tried it with the realtor. I mean, that's usually the best way to sell. If the property will sell any other way and it's in good condition, it will sell. But unfortunately, you had a lot of negative feedback, or these people didn't qualify, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, if we're able to see what's it called? Let me ask you this: when you're looking at this property and you're looking to get it sold, let me ask you: is it something you're willing to do? Do like a mortgage takeover? Because I'm sure when you sell this thing, you're looking to rent for a little bit, or right?
Yeah. My plan is to rent for a little bit, then try to look for
Gotta find out what his immediate cash need is ASAP.
Cash needed, and then where's it gonna go next to? Where's it gonna
Yeah.
spend his money at? Maybe connecting to the property.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So,
things like that.
I mean,
the
that's what they
mortgage
want.
is in your name, or is it in your both your names?
There's a walk away number.
So
But then
if I'm able to come up, I don't see myself paying the $595 because even on the market it didn't sell for that, and obviously I explained we need to have some equity in it, right? We need to have some equity.
We still got about like 300 in equity. More, yeah.
Yeah, if we're able to take over your mortgage, start making payments every month. I go in there, take over the property, and continue to pay, rent it out, maybe even update it, and we make you guys monthly payments instead of getting your whole money right away, because you understand since it's a multifamily and you live there, for only a couple of years, they're gonna hit you with some capital gains taxes you have to pay at the end that you sold this property. Rather than doing that, we pay the people little by little. So you're like becoming the bank essentially. So I'm taking over your mortgage and I'm financing your money that you're looking to get. So rather than getting like 160, I'm thinking I put some money down for you guys, so to have in your pocket, and then in the next over 10 years, I'll stretch it out, with some payments over that. Is that something you willing to do?
I don't know. I have to talk to her about that.
Gotcha. Is she looking to just cash out, like get the money and that's it?
Yeah. She wants to leave.
But that didn't happen.
I don't know.
Yeah. To your point, RJ.
I mean, okay, but I mean,
as a buyer, what would you do? What would you
if I'm buying this thing cash, honestly, realistically, just to get this thing done, no more showings, no more headaches. I probably got to be around like 435. I'm thinking. No. And if I'm able to go up to like 450 cash and get this.
To your point, RJ, if he would have PropStream up or Zillow,
desperate
to tackle the listing.
Well, you're still gonna make money, right? Because it's $295.
You can hit the
and then you're at 150,000.
And you can price anchor
you
with
get
other
75
properties.
a piece. You get 75,000 for your ex and for yourself.
No, I don't think she's gonna be happy with that. I'll let her know though.
They were only going to walk with 550 when they
the
had
mortgage takeover. I mean, if she's okay with it, is that something you would be interested in?
I mean, it is, but then look, then you won't be able to motivate. Because let's say you need the money in cash in hand, so that they could be able to.
Let me ask you, what would be your immediate cash
move.
need
But if it's like
right
that,
now?
then it won't be
Maybe
able to,
24 months, you can give you extra. Maybe another payment.
It's really convenient. I'm trying to buy another house ASAP. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, look, you tried listing it, and that's like usually the main way to sell. I mean, and it didn't work. So what would you be?
You don't have us muted.
What are you going to do now?
definitely
Because
doesn't have us
as
muted.
investors, everyone and their mom's going to come in, much lower.
Yeah, Naaman wants to close them.
I don't know. I'll see, because the house is still worth up there. Because we were talking to some other people. I just wanted to see what you guys would and get some information from how you guys work. But I got these people that there are some brokers and they work with realtors and stuff like that. They were gonna list it at 560 to work their way up, because they say you never put a house high, you always put it lower, and then see who starts bidding and let the people bid, the buyers.
Yeah.
But
Gotcha.
I still got the number, but if it's like that, but yeah, I mean.
Well, keep in mind this. Most people don't realize when they sell a property, they have to pay a broker their commission minus
They were asking for commission, but there's no commission, right? Nothing, right?
With this, no. So let's say you sell at 560. You have to keep in mind you're still gonna walk away with like 6% commission. You're gonna do 2% closing costs, 2% transfer taxes, and any concessions, which are when somebody does inspection, they'll say, "Hey, I don't like the kitchen. I want to update the kitchen. Let's get give me $20,000 towards the repairs." So people always do that when we go retail with our deals.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so like in reality, the broker's promising you like 560. You probably gonna walk away 490, 480. I'm just trying to get this thing done for you at 450 cash.
No, he said after taxes and everything, he said we'll probably be walking away with each other like with 1 cent each.
1 cent each.
And I said we don't know, 1 cent each. We were trying. He said after taxes and everything.
Gotcha. Yeah, you see, so what I'm telling you, it definitely has some logic. So
this is,
but it's not the 150 that you're looking for.
Uncover
So
what
you're
the pain
okay
point is.
getting
You can
110
bring
with
it
a
back
broker.
and tie it up.
And there's no guarantee you might
I don't
sell in
think-
30 days or 6 months or a year, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. But we still haven't signed any papers yet. We just called. They came over here, 2 people, a girl and a guy. They showed us the booklet and gave us a whole bunch of stuff and how they work and all this. And they showed the compared houses around the area with my house.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Gotcha. I mean, it sounds like
The only thing that delayed it for me calling them to keep moving forward because she was first for work for a job for almost 2 years, so then now she just got a job, so she wants to she's like, wait, give me like at least a month or 2 like that before we really sell and all this other stuff.
Oh yeah,
I already called, but I called to find out information to see how you guys work. Because if anything, I mean, you give me a good offer. I mean, I'll talk to her about it. But that walking away with 75 each now, it's not good for that. I'd rather keep it.
I mean, if we're able to do like 90 each, but
because I was trying to refinance, and the thing is, when I refinance, you like my debt to ratio was too high because I got a couple credit cards and things like that. So I wanted to get out of debt,
Yeah.
I tried to finance, but I needed another co-signer. She wasn't working at the time.
I have another idea. Tell me, what do you think about this? If we're able to get you guys close to that 100,000 each and do a mortgage takeover, is that something you would do? It's called a hybrid. It's we're doing a mortgage takeover and putting some money in your pocket with a private lender. We're going to be using private capital that we have to get you guys paid out, but we're going to keep your low interest in place and rent that place out. Is that something you gotta be interested in?
I gotta see. I gotta talk to her, see what she thinks. What is that called?
Mortgage takeover, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So that's getting paid both for us, like what monthly? What is each person gonna get?
No, the other option I just present to you, we'll get when we buy the house, the mortgage would stay in place.
Yeah.
The title will transfer to our company name, but we would pay you cash to walk away.
To walk away?
Yeah, close to 100. I would say like 95 to 100. Yeah.
But then the mortgage would stay in our name, though.
It would stay in your name, exactly. But what it's doing is, it's obviously increasing your credit score. There's some benefits in that. Monthly mortgages are being made, and the debt to income ratio is going down also.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, let me bring it up to her attention, see what she thinks.
Gotcha. And if she says okay, is that something like you'll be interested in?
Then I gotta think about.
It's the same thing that you're gonna make as with a realtor, except I'm doing it, with an investor, and we get it done in 30 days once title clears.
Yeah. It's something I have to think about.
Okay, gotcha.
I can't just sit here and tell you, yeah, and then I gotta think about it.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's fine. Is there anything in particular that got you thinking? Like, usually think about it means like I have a question and I'm not sure. So feel free to ask me anything.
No, the thing is because right now, like I said, right. So that title thing, I would like to get that. I want to be able to do that because say if I want to get into another house, I want to be able to with that mortgage.
Yeah, you would have to exactly. Most likely, we have to rent for a little bit before you do that. That makes sense. All right, so let's do this, man. Talk to her, see what she says, and let's get back together. We'll go from there.
All right, no problem, man. Just gotta come up with a better price. I mean, cash.
Mm-hmm. Cash is king, but you know what? It comes with a price. The offer is like a $450. That's cash, and I'll close it in a week if the title comes back. It's just quick. That's what it is. That's how it works. You want it done quick, it's got to get. If not, you have to get creative and do the hybrids and the mortgage takeovers.
I understand.
No worries, man. It's good talking to you. All right, I'll catch you later. Feel free to give me a call back.
What's your name again?
My name is Ilya.
Ilya, I got you.
Ilya.
All right.
It means Elijah in Russian.
All
All right. Take care. Bye bye. Shout out
I knew
to
there's a reason why I liked him. There's a reason why I liked you. All right.
49 seconds. I'm going for the next one. Let's see.
Go get one more. Go and get one more.
Hello.
Please leave your message for 8.
Well. Listen, the competition is getting stiff. Here's the deal. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. I bet you Jen right now is kind of like, yes, I still got a shot. Because she got a solid score. You gotta keep in mind now, the way this thing works, it's all about who closes the deal. And we haven't heard anybody close a deal. Heard a lot of skills, a lot of good skills, but nobody has closed the deal. So that means this competition is still brand new. Anything is literally possible right now. Listen, we got our judges scoring right now. Listen, I think RJ is done. Elijah is getting close to being done. Max is done. So I'm ready to get to it. I want to hear, but before we even get to them, put in the chat what you think. I want to hear your thoughts specifically. The reason why that's so important, you want to do it first, because I don't want y'all copying off of what RJ got to say and what Elijah got to say. I want to hear your raw thoughts on what you just witnessed. But let's go ahead and get my judges up, and let's see what they got to say about this. This was an interesting calls that we just got through checking out.
Yo, man,
Max,
that was amazing. We went all in on the last call. Woo-hoo! I was like, let's go. He obviously heard some of the conversations, but let's get to the scorecard here. He did it well. When I look at report building, I always look at it as, me, man, like moving the self forward and uncovering what's the motive, right? Not just to talk about. And I think, and that comes with getting to the emotional side of things, not just logical conversation. And I saw a lot of that from him. He moved to very fast to logical conversation, and I gave him a 3 on building rapport. Hell of a negotiator. I gave him a 4. Obviously I'm tough. I don't give too many people 5s. Creative option. I like when you provide a creative option and it's very clear and concise, where you don't have to explain it like 3 or 4 times. Gave him a 2 on that. Definitely handle objections like a champ. You know what I mean? I think he did really well on that. And going back to my first initial comment about building rapport, he didn't identify a lot of pain. So I give him a 1 on pain. And that's my scorecard right there in my breakdown. No means taking away from his skills, but that's the way I looked at that whole session.
I love it. Hey, I think that was fair. Thank you so much for that, Max. Man, let's go ahead and get my guy Elijah up to see where we at, man.
Yes, all these years I know my guy. I didn't know his name was Elijah in Russian. Ilya. Every day. Right, no, but that it was a solid call. Like I said, I seen him graduate. Definitely proud of the guy making moves. Let's get the scorecard up. I could kind of go over what I saw there too. So I gave him a 4 for building rapport. Although he had a unique way of doing rapport, I felt like he built good rapport, especially that first call. Got the guy laughing. Anytime you get the seller chuckling within the first 30 seconds to a minute, just like you were talking to a girl, if you get her laughing, she might give you her number. Same thing with the seller. Same thing, Jenny. You know the vibes. Negotiations. I felt like I gave him a 3 on negotiations. I feel like he went back and forth, especially on that last call. So he kind of dug in a little bit more. Was kind of breaking down the numbers of what it's going to take, retail expenses. I think that's really a good part and help the sellers kind of reduce what it doesn't matter what you sell it for. All matters how much you walk away with. I think he kind of got that dialed in for him. Creative options. On the second call, he gave a creative option. On this call, he went to subject to program on top of a seller finance. So I gave him a 3 points for that. Handling the objection. I don't feel like he handled the objection as strong as I think he could have. So I gave him only a 2 for those. And identifying pain, I feel like he could have really dug in more on the divorce. I would have definitely talked about the divorce. How does that make him feel? How good would it feel to just finally get a clean break? What would that mean for you? And so I gave him a 3 for that. So 15 total.
Well, listen, those are some solid numbers. And, at the end of the day, we're going to see what my guy RJ comes with. Thank you so much for that, Elijah, for dropping those gems as well as those scores. Let's go ahead and get RJ up. Man.
Yeah, I was impressed with Ilya. I thought he did a really good job on all 3 of his calls. I thought he did a really good job with mirroring each seller. Very impressed on the 3rd call where he was able to keep the seller on the phone because remember, he was in the car. He was going to dinner. He wanted to get off the phone right there. That ended up being like a 22-minute long conversation when he only had 2 minutes. So I thought that was good. I gave him a 2 on rapport. I think he did a better job on the first 2 calls on that. Negotiations, 2. I thought he did a really good job there of trying to throw out as many different things as he could there. Creative option. I had him at 3 at one point in time. I brought him down because the seller said, let me do some more research on that. And he was saying it's a mortgage takeover. The seller needs to go Google sub 2, subject to the existing mortgage, not mortgage takeover. So that cost him 2 points right there. Identifying pain. He actually had the seller saying there at the end, this is what I need money for. This is what I need to do this for. So I was pretty impressed with him across the board. We were just lacking that one little kind of close right there at the end. And he made his bed with that one seller. So I have to give him credit for that. He went for it, knowing that it was a creative option and going to be a difficult close.
Wow. Well, very impressive score, right? Still in the game. Matter of fact, that's a really good score. So thank you so much for that, RJ. Listen, I still want to hear you guys' opinions in the chat while we bring up my guy Ilya back to the stage so we can get an opportunity to hear your thoughts on this. What are your thoughts on this, Ilya? You're very competitive in the space right now. Yeah, what's your thoughts on the calls? What's your thoughts on the judges' reactions? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I enjoyed the competition. I think it was good. The first guy who didn't want to deal with me, I was able to get through right away. That
was amazing, by the way.
What is it?
That was amazing, by the way.
Yeah, yep. And then I'm actually glad that RJ picked up on that. The guy's like, yeah, I got to go. Call me tomorrow. And I was able to keep him on. Got to wait to hook people. I think the judges are being fair. Yep, I guess that's something I got to do. Maybe make a better presentation because sometimes people say sub 2 and then homeowners like, what's sub 2? They can Google it, but hey, mortgage takeover, we usually say that to keep them like more understanding. Like I'm just continue to make your payments, right? So like that. But overall, yeah, I think it's a great score and have a good chance here to make it to the end. Looking forward.
Love it. Well, listen, it was a phenomenal watch, brother, and congrats to you. I know you're already killing it in the space, in paradise, literally.
That's right.
Matter of fact, what is that like? I hate to put you on the spot like that, but what is it like living in paradise and doing that many deals a year?
So I've been here for like 2 years. So sometimes I have to stop myself and I like look around like I'm in an island right now. I live where people come on vacation. And I'm like, man, I am blessed. So I give thanks to God. I'm like, this is incredible. It's awesome. So every time my friends take vacations there, I'm the tour guide because and I get them the local prices and the local hot spots. They all enjoy it.
I love it. Yeah. It's funny. I've been there one time. I had an absolute blast. So man, shout out to you and keep closing deals, man. I really, really loved the call. And listen, you got 39 points. So you're in the lead.
Let's go.
From what I can see. So
Appreciate it.
we'll see how that pans out for the rest of the show. And without no further ado, we're going to be bringing up a little bit more information on some of these leads that we get. Listen, show me a business that doesn't know how to produce leads, and I'll show you somebody that's bankrupt. Show me a business that don't know how to close leads, and I'll show you a business that still, can stick around a little bit longer to make something happen, because at the end of the day, they're at least getting a shot, right? You can suck at least one time and still be in business. But if you're not producing any leads, trust me, your business is going to be in the toilet. So shout out to Lead Zolo. And listen, let's bring up this video so we can check them out.
Lead Zolo.
Lead Zolo.
Lead Zolo.
Lead Zolo. Lead Zolo. If you're looking for hot leads, you gotta reach out to me. The leads from Lead Zolo has been some of the best leads that I've actually called on. I can't believe the quality of the leads. You are using them for your leads. You need to study.
You don't have to pull lists. You don't have to cold call. You don't have to talk to people that aren't interested in selling their property. We're just able to close motivated sellers.
When a Lead Zolo lead comes in, it's all hands on deck. And we know at this point that those are our best quality source for leads.
If you guys aren't using them, I highly recommend them.
If you want to be closing deals like the closers here at Closers Olympics, then you need to have the same hot off-market leads that they're working. I'm talking exclusive, high-quality leads of motivated sellers who actually want a cash offer delivered within 13 seconds of them filling out the form. We're not talking about marketplaces where leads are sitting and getting stale. We're talking about your phone buzzing the moment a lead comes in. And just for being here at the Closers Olympics, what we want to do at Lead Zolo is offer you your first 6 lead starter package for as little as $894. That is a $2,100 value for $894. Our regular price for the leads are $350, but if you sign up now, you'll be able to get these leads at $149. Plus, we'll also be able to give you the 3 bonuses included. So go to leadzolo.com/leads to check out our bonuses and lock up a $5,391 value lead package for as little as $894.
Man, shout out to Lead Zolo. Listen, at the end of the day, again, if you're not producing any leads, you are not in business, and that is a 100% fact. But listen, this competition must go on, and we got my guy Rich Wonders up next, coming straight from Phoenix, Arizona, right? Closed over 100 plus wholesale deals and novation deals, okay? So you definitely want to be taking note of some of these creative strategies, right? Because he's done wholesale and novations. That's critical. And listen, his main focus is focusing on a repeatable process, which I absolutely love, building meaningful trust, okay? And being able to identify and label and solve problems. At the end of the day, we get paid based on the problems we're able to solve and the value we're able to bring to the marketplace. And Rich Wonders is going to show us exactly how he gets this done and how he has gotten this done over 100 times. Rich Wonders, what's going on?
Yo, Byron, what's up, my man? Excited to be here, man.
I love that background, man. You look like you're in heaven right now, man.
No, it's fake, man. It's a Zoom background.
Oh, well, whatever.
No, I'm just playing. No, I'm chilling at the crib, bro. Yes, sir.
Nice, nice. So, are you finna take this thing home?
Hey, look, there's some great closers in here. I'm just going to do my best, try to work my magic. Hopefully, the lead gods will be in my favor today, but I'm going to have fun no matter what. So
I love it. I think you got the magic.
I'm trying, man. Let's see,
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
All right.
All right.
Holy shit. Rich might be the coolest closer of all time.
Hands down. Hands down.
Look at this.
Let's go.
Hey, make sure you mute us, Rich. Make sure you Rich.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Yeah, don't hear us. Don't hear us. But I do
already
like that.
told
I
me
do
if-
like the hookah in the back. The hookah is on point, player. I'm like,
He already
dang.
told me if he doesn't get the contract, I'm getting those Versace glasses.
Oh, he let the mane out today. My man looking fly today. Let's go. Excited to hear him.
How you doing, Mr. Whipple? I'm a double tap. Double tap. This one's in Lake Havasu. I like Lake Havasu.
Hey, so while we're waiting on Rich to get a seller, to the people that were upset with my point there, when you Google mortgage takeover, all of the results are about
the repo
mortgage assumptions, not sub 2. Those are two different things. That's my point.
And not only that, I think it has a strong, like, in a not negative connotation, but it's like mortgage takeover, right? Like, and you have to remember, you're dealing with people that do it once or twice in their lifetime. The words matter.
Come on now.
And remember,
Ooh,
not even
Seaside, California.
He actually
Let's
talks to
go.
somebody. So his time doesn't start until he talks to somebody. But I think you brought up a good point, RJ, and it's really important because our industry is getting really scrutinized right now. And there's a lot of people starting out who've never done these deals, and they hear competition, hear somebody else, and not saying it the right way, especially when they don't really understand it. They're taking whatever we're saying, they're going to their aunties, cousins, and attorney generals. So let's make sure we have the right thing saying the right way.
And that's what he was saying. He's like, I'm gonna have to look into that more.
Yeah.
What's the first thing you do? Google mortgage takeover. You know, that was my only point there. Outside that, I thought he did really good.
It's weird, different name than what was on there. That's cool though.
I'll say this.
Who's my lucky seller?
Name and put in the private chat there that the over under on my score is 8 moving forward. But again, it's kind of hard to judge some of these calls where it's like nothing really came from it. You know, I mean, he has a potential lead follow up on that one.
Yeah. There was also in the chat somebody saying like, well, they already said what they wanted. Yeah, but what they want and what they need are different things. That's why it's important to find out what's your immediate cash need now.
I'm going for my iPhone, so this shouldn't be scam likely.
Let's go. I love how he's pumping himself up. And then we'll get you that now. Give us 24 months. We'll get you the rest of it. Or, try to come up with something creative like that.
To Tara's point where she said, isn't the point also not to get off the call with the seller?
Come on, Shannon.
Yes, but when it comes to buying a sub 2 seller finance hybrid, like, to be honest with you, I don't want to do a one call close on that because I want them to make sure they understand that we're getting in a freaking marriage.
Yeah.
That's like, we're on
Long-term commitment.
We done
Just takes one.
we done the Dickens and we got married. That's some Vegas shit. I ain't doing all that on first dial. Like, come on.
Well, that's and we have to remember
my man hitting the hookah. My man's hitting the hookah. I love it.
Oh,
yo, I'm about to bring up the hookah.
To your point, RJ, is you're right about that because you've spent about 10 to 15 minutes negotiating a cash offer, and then like, look, Mr. Seller, here's another solution, right? And they might not be in a position to really go through all that. You're not going to negotiate especially a sub 2 hybrid deal in 2 minutes.
And dude,
all right,
you're talking about on that.
I'm gonna try.
He was trying to get 200,000 seller finance on top of
Taking over the mortgage.
300,000 sub 2. You're gonna have to sit there and play with the numbers.
This one's listed for rent, and it's a divorce.
Ooh.
Hello, you have reached Mary McLaughlin. Please leave your message.
Ooh, this sounds like a sale too. She's got that that sweet voice.
Double down.
Let's try another one here.
Call
Oh,
it back. Offer some.
I got a Detroit one. This is going to be in a war zone. Let's peep it out.
I will say, real quick, Rich, you can't hear me, right?
Rich.
Where'd it go?
Okay, I don't want him to hear us. He's missing something right now.
Needs to sell for emergency reasons. Holy moly.
His competitors
What's
didn't
the
have the
emergency?
opportunity that he has. He should have been leaving voicemails on all of these.
Yeah.
None of the clock ain't running.
100%.
He should have been.
Good point, RJ.
Jen and Ilya, their first dial answered. He should have left voicemails that said, "Call me back."
Hey there, Henry.
Yep, that's you.
Hey, Henry. Hey, this is Rich. I got a property submission from you on our website about your place in Detroit. How's it going?
Oh yeah. I wasn't even thinking about it. It's going pretty good. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with
You weren't thinking about it.
Detroit land bank houses.
Yeah, we buy quite a bit in Detroit. To be honest, I'm kind of a glorified information gatherer, but I am the fastest in the West and better than the rest. I just got to run through like a list of questions, and I definitely can pass it on to the powers that be and see if we might be a match.
I think
saw
you just
there-
put the address in the main comments.
Yeah. So
Elijah.
is I
He
have
just put the
this
address in the public comment.
getting the house.
You gotta be the fastest in the West.
I have like 3 things to do on the checklist left before they release the full ownership to me. So I have to get the bathroom together, get the kitchen together. Like we completely gutted this house. All new drywall, all new, pretty much everything. New roof, new siding, new windows. The whole outside looks completely different.
Wow. Oh, that's awesome.
It was total re-gut out. I got pictures and everything of us taking off the old stuff, putting on the new.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I saw you picked that thing up for like $1,000, right?
Yeah, yep, Detroit Land Bank, yep.
Wow.
I mean, we probably got a decent amount into it. Like, we got some wood. We got obviously the roof, the siding. All the floors are ripped up. We're putting all new wood down for the floors. It's pretty much at that point. The bathrooms still not together, and then the kitchen. So I have to do both of them, and then get a furnace and hot water tank. But I'm onto some work. I hit a little bump in the road. I actually just lost my mobility, my car. But I'm still getting. I'm going to be just picked up for work now, and I'm slowly
Bunch of
getting it
information. I
together.
love it.
I actually might not be able to sell as soon as I thought with this whole new problem I ran across with the whole no car thing. That's going to take me back on my bills, and I'm not going to be able to find, get the furnace in or whatever, but I'm still looking possibly to sell in the next month, and I definitely want to get a price down. Obviously it could change. I understand that.
Okay. No, I appreciate you being so direct and transparent. And I can tell you this, we specialize in speed and convenience and creating win-win scenarios. So like, I'll be straight up. I don't have a dog in the fight. Anything we can do, if we do work together, I'll definitely, we're creative problem solvers. We can kind of work it around your needs. So this is not an uncommon.
What I was proposing, I was trying to go, I went on Facebook Marketplace.
So I know he's closed a lot of deals. My one thing I don't like is using the word kind of a lot, just because it doesn't really assure the seller, right? And not taking away anything from it does, just my opinion. I'm not a big fan of that word. Yeah.
They're only helping really with
Let's get the paperwork ready.
Furnace and the hot water
Let's
tank.
go. Hit that hookah.
Hit that hookah.
All it needs is a stove to pass and or a microwave. You know what I'm saying? Like they run you through hoops. So I gotta be compliant with them until I can get released on the property. But
okay. So
You know what I'm saying?
is it my understanding there's like some strings attached with the current ownership scenario? You have to.
Right. So basically, they give you a checkoff list. Once you complete the checkoff list, you get full ownership of the property. I'm basically, like I said, I got the kitchen, the bathroom, but I'm gonna be slowly working on them. So this, like, I totally wasn't thinking about this. You know, the car thing hit. I was like, I need to sell the house, but I still want to sell it. It just might not be for a few months.
So
1 or 2 months. You know.
am I hearing you right that the work has to be completed before they'll allow the title to transfer?
Right. But it's
He doesn't know how Detroit land bank works.
The work doesn't have to be finished. Like, it doesn't have to be a finished kitchen. They want to see a microwave and a sink. Like, I don't know if it has to be working. I think I could just set it in here. You know, it doesn't have to be complete work before I can sell it.
Okay.
I just want to see it's getting livable. Okay, there's a sink there. There's a bathroom. There's a toilet. You know, like that's all they want to see.
Sure.
I can leave the rest of the drywall completely out and just sell it as is still.
Okay.
And I'm still probably, I'm like I said, I'm a really low end, like probably like 15 to 18 grand. And that's like super low.
Sometimes you got to interject yourself, right? And
he's doing he's not
yeah.
Wow. Have you been doing everything yourself, or have you been hiring some people?
Nope, we did everything ourselves. We put the windows in. We put all the wood that we did was done
I
ourselves.
personally have the MAO hire.
Payment towards.
You have it at RJ.
Falling out with the guy that we're working for.
Got the comp at 65,000, 59,000, and
Oh, wow.
40,000.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys got like work crews out here. I was even willing to propose that I come and work for a day or two for someone, and then, you know, you would help get my bathroom together, per se. So that way it ain't a total loss, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
However much I would need to work for someone to help, you know what I'm saying? Like, do
Sure.
the bathroom, okay, I want 2.5 days of labor for you. And then I'll come help do your bathroom. Or something like that. I don't know if you talk to the crews personally or if that's available. I'm in a tight spot, man. They take my car, you know what I'm saying?
17 to 18,000.
Trying to do any and everything I can to try to sell this house quicker to get my mobility back.
Absolutely. No, man, my heart definitely goes out to you. I've been in that position before, and it never happens at a good time. So
No, it didn't. I had 2 job interviews. One set for Monday and one set for this Friday at a roofing company for $37.50 an hour to start, with $10+ bonuses after you reach 90 days. So if I would have lasted 90 days, I would have got almost a $10 raise on top of it.
Oh, wow.
So I've been making almost $50 an hour.
wow. Oh, okay. I got to ask you, is there any sort of timeline or deadline they put on you to get the work done?
There is, but they're pretty lenient on it. Like, you know, you call them and be like, hey, I need another week. You know, DTE wasn't. Well, and actually, that's a funny story. DTE actually took 7 months to hook up my power.
I'm filling out the paperwork right now.
7
Wow.
months.
Nice. I like that confidence. I like it.
Love it. Love it.
A bunch of times, and like, I actually just got done on the phone with a lawyer, and they said I have a possible case. I'm like,
After the contract to a shade.
I was staying at hotels that was costing me my car payment every month. I lost my car.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, man.
A hotel is like $370 or $325 a week.
Wow. Yeah, that adds up fast for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not let alone, you know, all my other bills.
Wow. Well, I'm very I'm very happy that we crossed paths because
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it does need a little bit of work.
He's controlling the whole conversation.
18.5, if you had,
Got him with the time constraint.
you don't have to do anything but drywall and insulation.
right. Did you have an idea, like, let's say hypothetically, if we hired out contractors to get everything livable, how much do you think that would cost?
I mean, like, it depends. Like, I find stuff on like Craigslist and Marketplace, Facebook. I can find a water heater for $50 for free, or I can go buy a brand new one. But I usually try the Marketplace. I'll sit there and look and try to get the cheapest thing I can just to get it going. If it breaks down, buy new.
Okay. And if you could wave a magic wand and everything went perfect, kind of like an ideal scenario, like how quickly would you like to see this deal taken care of and over with and the money in your bank account?
As soon as pocket. I mean, as soon as possible. Like,
Okay.
Like, I don't even understand.
Okay. Because I'll just shoot you straight, because you've been very transparent with me, very forthright. Definitely appreciate that. Like, keep in mind, I'm not a decision maker. I'm not the one that writes the checks, but I do know that they, follow the Fannie Mae appraisal guidelines, which basically is comparing like properties in the immediate area that have sold recently. And I'll be honest, like, here's my concern is I'm looking in the area, and even just on Tacoma Street, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm counting like 6 properties that have sold for like 1,000. There's a couple that have sold for 2,000, 3,000.
Yeah, that's all the land bank, though.
Yeah.
So, anybody can get a house, but to get a house fully put back, basically put back together, all these houses have been stripped of their copper, stripped of anything good in them, drywall, need roofs. Like I said, this one's brand new. It has a full redone roof, just put on, not even a year old. Siding, vinyl siding, brand new metal.
Sell me, baby, sell me.
So this one is a little bit better than the rest because it's already done. And I'm just looking to get paid off of what I did to the house and my time paid.
Okay.
I talked to another person, and they said, like, if that house was fully put together, he was talking 45, 50 grand. So,
were you talking to RJ? Yeah, RJ Bates.
I'm sorry.
He's just not listening.
You gotta pay someone to install it, obviously. Probably around $4 grand for the furnace.
But this is why we say, like, there's got to be points you got to interject yourself, because 30 minutes in the call, you're going to find this out, and that's where you don't want to be at.
Right. He's allowing the guy to take too much time on the call. When you're just at home making calls, cool. Competition, you got to cut him. Exactly.
That's
who's closing this?
Okay.
It sounds like a lot, but it's not. Like, for the list that they give you.
Right.
When you first get it, you gotta board up all the windows. You have to send them pictures of
He
that.
might, if he can overcome the
I probably
fact that he wants to fix it up.
20-yard dumpsters of trash.
Wow.
It took like 2 weeks. Yeah.
You're incredible. You put a roof on, siding. Man, I can barely change a light bulb. So hats off to you. We're in 2 different categories for sure.
And it's not.
Better close it.
He's put all his eggs on this one.
Baby.
He's in it. He's in it.
To win it, that's what he does.
Understandable.
I'm not looking to make $1 million. Like I said, 15. I mean, I feel like 15 is a really good price for the house that's pretty much already done. Like I said, the living room's drywall insulated. The kitchen's drywall and insulated. I have some drywall left here, which I'm gonna probably be able to do the bathroom.
He's getting depressed. He's getting depressed.
But I will still have to
Ask
get
him if he wants hooked up.
Sell me.
on it for,
Sell me, baby.
a few more months. I'm gonna get to where it's kind of you can walk in and there's drywall, and you might have to still do a little tinker here, tinker there. I do got a
Tinker.
whole electrical
I
out.
can only picture a dog tinkering everywhere.
Bring a few spots down there too. The power's on, gas is on. They redug the gas line out, put all new gas.
About to cut them off in a minute.
Water's all PEX. That's what I mean. This house is like pretty much there. It needs a little bit of TLC. I need a little bit of funding, a little bit of TLC, and this thing.
Gorilla Glue the house.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this.
You, Tyler.
If hypothetically, right, if we were able to make an offer on the property that was maybe a creative offer, because it sounds like at the point we're at right now, you selling it cash isn't an option, right? Because the work's not complete.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I would be in agreement to like maybe writing up some paperwork or however it would have to work, or like I said, even if I could trade.
Already wrote it up.
Work with you guys for a little bit because I have a lot of experience. That would be
Okay. No, that's excellent, and that would be an option. I know we also
2 days or whatever it would cost, to help me out on this guy.
Okay. And what do you think would be the minimum amount of cash that you would need for materials and stuff to get it up to code to be able to be sold?
Here we go. Now we're dialing in.
Like I said, it wouldn't even have to be up to code as far as like everything.
Scotch tape restoration.
Don't necessarily like. And then the back 3 rooms, they don't even want to see them. Like we leave them completely on drywall. They want to see the bathroom working, basically, so you can go poo and pee and whatnot and take a shower.
So
And then
keep going back to that. They want to see this. They want to see that. Got to get them to be comfortable with selling the property. That
Okay.
way.
And if
Okay, all right.
so, we're thinking. I know you said the furnace you're thinking might be $4 or $5 grand.
I mean, it depends. I don't know if you got, your guy might come in here and be like $2,000 for the furnace, and $1,000 for me to install it. I don't know. I haven't did or priced on any AC or HVAC, so.
Okay, fair enough. And to be completely honest, I have no idea myself.
Yeah, because it's a smaller house, so I don't think you would need nothing super crazy.
Okay. Okay. And did you have an idea, like, if we came in, we fronted the money to do the repairs, we had some sort of agreement in place that we would sell it once it was sellable, did you have like a bottom line in mind for kind of like that ideal scenario?
Yeah, I literally just want like 15, 18. And I feel like for the work we did, that's reasonable. Like I said, I don't want to go super crazy and be like, I want 50 G's, and I want to leave room for you guys to make money as well.
Well, I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Okay. And I mean, hypothetically, if an offer came in 9 to 13, is there any wiggle room in there?
If it was cash, definitely I would be more into that because like I said, I just gotta get a big vehicle or at least a vehicle or something,
Sure.
So I'd definitely be into that.
Okay.
Yeah, if it was cash, definitely.
Here's my thoughts, because I'm writing to my team right now as we're talking. I'm kind of putting in notes. We buy a ton of properties, both in Michigan and in several states around the country. So we have all the data and the tools and everything to make quick decisions. I was telling you we're the fastest in the West and better than the rest. Like sometimes we're so fast, it blows people's minds a little bit. I'm looking into this, and we do offer a creative option that, from what I've seen, it looks like it may be the only thing that would work in this scenario outside of you getting some sort of hard money loan or some private money. Okay. This is what we call the concierge service. Now, with the concierge service, the way that it works.
He
is
said he
it's a
wanted 18,
hands-on
right?
Fight Club experience
18 to 13.
where basically we
Get him to
work
the MAO
with
number.
a third party, and we have local partners.
What's going on?
They're directly in Detroit.
He wants
That
the
basically
innovation
have
thing,
all
I
the
guess.
crews,
Innovation
have all
everything.
the connections, have everything that would be needed for us to complete this and get you paid. But basically, before it could be sold, right, we would have to go under agreement first, and then that would allow us to start on the work. I'll be honest, I'm not sure if that would be something that you would be involved with or not. Like, I would have to speak to the team to see how they handle that.
That would be totally fine. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I said, I'm a pretty good worker. You'd be surprised.
Excellent. Well, I love your energy, and for you to do all that stuff by yourself as a one-man band, that's pretty incredible. So definitely hats off for that.
I did have some help. Like I said, I'm trying to. I did have a partner that was supposed to be helping me do all this, but he kind of just came loose. Like I said, I hit a rough spot with work. I wasn't working. I was only working like 1 day a week, and finally got some pickup. Work started picking up, and I just come and sweep my car. The worst of the worst, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. And
I've been in it 4 times now. I've been vehicles. I've survived every times.
so if we were able to front the money to get the stuff done,
That's the
we were
reason.
able to come in, give you 12,000 net to seller once all the work was complete. Let's say you didn't have to lift a finger or spend a penny on any of the projects. Would that be something? Is there anything that would stop you from getting this done today?
No, as long as it would be done like cash money, as far as like no check, or like the last place I did, he said the same thing, and they literally wrote me a check because the lady, when I went there, was like, I don't know, and I'm like, y'all said cash. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as it's cash money, I know it's probably hard to get that, but
Because here's the way it would have to go, right? Because we couldn't cash you out on the house until the work was completed, just because of the stipulations on how it was bought, right? However, what we could do is I'd set you up for a 60-day close. That would give us enough time to get everything done. You wouldn't have to spend any money. You wouldn't have to be involved with any of that. And we basically would handle the work. You can continue your job search and everything, right? Because I'll be honest, like the workers that they hire, normally they're looking for, they already have pre-existing crews most of the time. So it's just a little bit of a logistic weirdness to it that may not end up being a fit.
when I said come work with you for trade, I meant work like other properties, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got you. Okay. And you're
like, for say, like, okay, we're gonna charge you, $1,000 to do that stuff in the back.
7 minutes. We got to reel this in. I have the contract ready. I just got to transition this. It's gonna be kind of awkward.
Or whatever, whatever your pay guy scale is, until maybe I'll do half a week, you pay me, and then, we take half a week. Or something, I'm just trying to get out just trying to get back on my feet,
Absolutely. Oh, and you know what? Wow. I just got a response back from my underwriting team. They've been underwriting everything while I'm on the phone with you. Holy smokes. Hey, your email I have as Henry John III, right? I'm gonna shoot this over to you right now, and I just want to review this together. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna fire this off. It's gonna be coming from Rich Wonders. It's gonna say, please DocuSign. Have you used DocuSign before?
Say it one more time. I'm sorry, you broke up a little bit.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna be shooting this over via DocuSign. Have you used DocuSign before?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Yep, I just sent it. If you can check your email for me, please. And then it's company policy that we just review everything together. So if you have any questions, just let me, feel free to jump in and stop me at any point. but I'll just kind of run through all the hot points here, make everything real easy here.
All right, yeah, sorry, my phone's slow.
No problem.
Yep, okay. I see, I got you here.
Oh, and you know what? Oh, okay, I just pulled up the wrong thing on my end. I thought I sent you the wrong agreement, but I'm just looking at the wrong thing. Okay. So, and you're going to have to hit okay a couple times to get into the actual document. It'll ask if you agree that you're on like electronic signing platform. So I'll give you a quick rundown here. Okay. So basically this will be an as is for sale and purchase contract. So what we're going to do is we're going to agree to buy the property, but I'm setting out the closing 60 days to give us enough time to get everything complete and get everything lined up. Okay. And you'll see right there the total amount that you're getting. And actually, I can't even see it on my end. Let me pull it up real quick. So you'll be receiving every penny of $11,000. And that would be without you having to do any work or pay for anything. The closing we have set for on or before 60 days. And I'll just go over a few of the other details real quick.
Come on, reel it in, buddy.
Give me 1 second. My computer's just
I love
loading.
seeing people close.
Okay.
Man, I love this.
So I want you to scroll down to past the first 3 pages, and it says novation and indemnification agreement. When you see that, just let me know. Oh, actually, give me 1 second. I got to make a quick correction. It may kick you out of here. I just want to make sure I have this correct here. We're doing this on the fly. Okay.
Where was this supposed to go?
Give me 1 second. It's going to kick you out real quick because I'm making a correction on it, but I'm going to resend it real quick. Give me 1 second.
I ain't gonna lie. I would have had him sign it and send an amendment.
Right. 1 million%. 1 million. We got 3 minutes. Sign that. Send that.
And if you can pop that bad boy open, we'll be ready to rock and roll. I told you we specialize in speed and convenience. How am I doing?
Another $1,000 too. You keep that. It's supposed
excellent.
To
we aim to please, and I will be your concierge throughout this whole process. So I'll be your only point of contact. I'll make things very easy. It's always my goal for anybody that I work with to make this the smoothest transaction they've ever had, to make it frictionless. So yeah, I'm excited we're going to be able to work together on this. Now, were you able to pull up that agreement again?
Yeah, I'm only seeing the first one. I don't know if it's just the first one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it'll be identical. I made some changes at the bottom. Now, if you can scroll down past the first 3 pages, you'll see it says novation and indemnification agreement. Okay. And this is going to explain everything that we were just speaking about, that you're going to get every penny of the $11,000. We agree to do any and all work necessary to close the deal. You know, we will be working with a third-party purchaser. So that's how we're going to make money on the deal. We're going to end up selling it for more than what we're promising you, right? And it basically says we take care of closing costs. If there's any realtors involved, any repairs, any concessions from the buyer, we handle all that. So literally, once we have this done,
now go ahead and click.
You're not going to have to do any more work to it.
2 minutes.
Come on, man. Right now, for on or before.
Now just click. I'm gonna stay quiet.
And you see number 3 on there on the page. The first page of the novation agreement. It says buyer agrees it will be solely responsible for any inspection costs, any and all renovations, replacement, repairs required to be made by the property. And basically, all I would need to get this rocking and rolling, there's a little colored box. If you scroll back up to the first page,
yeah, baby.
And if you click on that, you can either, if you're feeling artistic, you can squiggle in your initials, or you can select one of the pre-made ones, and they're both equally valid. There's like 4 initial spots and 2 places for your world famous autograph.
Bro, he said he was the fastest in the West. Hurry up!
Click. Bang. Click it.
And then you'll have to hit finish when you're done. It'll take you from spot to spot, and then once you hit finish,
The no-look Curry.
it'll
The
take
no-look
you outside
Curry.
of dock. It'll ask you to make an account, but you don't have to make an account. That's if you just want to send stuff out.
Seriously, come on.
1 minute.
And then we'll reach out to you tomorrow because I know we're getting towards the end of the day. And we'll give you kind of like a heads up on what the next steps are and everything like that. We'll arrange for someone local, one of our local people, to get down there to get pictures and verify everything.
Okay.
Awesome.
If I'm at work, I know it sounds weird, but the back, I can't get the signature. The back door will be enterable.
Okay.
Is it signed?
Damn it! Did you sign it?
Sign it, baby!
Don't worry about that. Is it signed?
Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, we'll be able to work out the details. We're pretty flexible, and we may not even be able to get someone in there as early as tomorrow.
Oh my goodness!
All right, and were you able to get that all knocked out?
10 seconds.
I keep running out of room. I need like kind of.
Oh, and you can just select one of the pre-made ones.
Oh, wow.
Man.
What?
Oh, my God.
Dang.
Yo, what just happened? That gets the fire horn. That was why we watch the Closers Olympics. Listen, if you haven't already, make sure that you get your bundle, okay? Make sure you get your bundle. What's in that bundle? Listen, this is the reason why we watch the Closers. That was awesome. Matter of fact, if you thought that was awesome, put a fire emoji in the chat right now as we speak. Let's do this. Yeah, put the fire emoji in the chat right now. This is the reason why we watch the Closers Olympics, baby. Listen, make sure, if you haven't already, get your bundle. Get your bundle. Listen, this thing is only going to be $349 for the bundle. And if you just want your tickets, okay, if you just want your tickets, it's only $149. Okay, but if you get the bundle, you get 2020, you get 2021, 2023 replays, plus you get your tickets, and you get a Closers Olympics mini course. Listen, make sure you take advantage of that while the judges are judging. Listen, the chat is going bananas. The chat is going bananas. My guy, Rich, wonders. Listen, that was amazing. I want to hear what the judges have to say about this. This is going to be phenomenal. I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces in the chat. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to all of y'all. Listen, let's go ahead and get straight to this. Man, I'm interested to see what my guy Max is getting ready to say. I don't know if I think Max is Max is done. Elijah's done. We're just waiting on RJ, but let's go. While we wait on RJ, if we can get my guy Max up, I can't wait to hear these scores and hear this breakdown. Max, man, what are your thoughts on what we just got through?
Ooh, baby, hold on. Let me put some cold water on myself over here, brother. What an amazing call session. I mean, if there was points for smoking hookah while negotiating, my man would get a definitely 10. But anyways, let's get straight to business. Amazing, man. I wish he would have got that contract signed. I wish he would have just, I'm going to sit back, go ahead and get it finished signed. As soon as you run into the problem, I will come back in and then let him be, right? Let him get that. Let him sign it, man. Let him sign it. So I gave him a 3 for report. Again, he let the guy talk a lot. I'm usually like to interject, get the sale moving forward, but I love what he did. Negotiations, I gave him a 4. A 3 on the creative option, a 4 on handling objections. He did really well. Just definitely identified the pain, right? The guy couldn't finish the property, gave him a 3 on that. And listen, I gave him a 4 on verbal agreement. And I'm going to explain to you why. When you ask someone, hey, if we were able to come up to your price, or we were able to, give you that price, and they basically come back with a resounding absolutely, that's what I love when it comes to a verbal agreement. Not let me think about it. Maybe I think so. And this guy said, absolutely. Yeah, I would definitely put some in writing. I wish we would have got that contract, brother, but that's my score there, 21.
Wow. Yo, listen, This is exciting. Man, let's get my guy Elijah up. Elijah, what's your thoughts on this, man?
Whoa. I'm telling you, I'm in my 19th year in real estate, bro.
Yeah.
Man, this was exciting. I love it. I love this stuff, man. That's why, I mean, you got to love Close Olympics just for this. This is the free joint. This is the free version.
The free joint.
All right, so just imagine. So, but let's get right to it because I know Jenny's going to be on my head. So, rapport. 4 point, again, 4 points. I think he built good rapport with them. Yes, he did control the conversation, but I think he realized what type of seller he was talking with. And the seller was getting more comfortable the more he allowed him to talk. So I think he put all his eggs on the basket, but it looks like it worked out for him. On the negotiation side, I think I gave him a 3. The reason I gave him a 3 is because I thought for sure that he could have. I think he negotiated him down. What the MAO was, he went even lower. I like the price anchor range he gave him. Creative option, it worked out. He went the novation route, kind of walked him through that process. Solid on that as well. Handling the rejection, I feel like he could have went in a little better. I feel like he could control the conversation and pull those out. Identifying the pain, I think he did a good job with that, especially when you talked about the guy's lack of mobility. And a verbal agreement, like I said, he got a solid. He just didn't take the first number. He could even went up a little higher on the verbal agreement, but he chose to go lower. And initially he said 12, and then came back to 11, and the seller didn't even trip or even said anything about that. So thought a phenomenal call. I really wanted. I mean, he could seal the deal if that guy just freaking clicked the signature. I would have said nothing. Like, hey, hold on 1 second. Go ahead and sign off on that. I'm just gonna fill up my water tank. Just focus on that, and then I'm gonna answer all your questions right after that. Let him laser focus into that, but still phenomenal call. Rich definitely did his thing, all while smoking the hookah.
All while smoking the man. Shout out to him for the hookah. Yo, that was phenomenal, man. Listen, man, thank you so much, Elijah. Let's get my guy RJ Bates up to get your take.
Yo, bro, Rick came in here and gave me a closer wood. All right, I had to get a beer for that shit. Hey. I don't know how you could say he could have done anything better. One seller, okay? He let the guy sell him everything, which I absolutely love. This ain't about you, okay? You're the buyer. Let them sell you. He said it how many times? Sell me, baby. Sell me. Fuck, Rich, you sold me, baby. I gave him a 5 on everything except for the signed contract because he didn't get that because he did everything else. What else could he have done? He identified every pain. I know everything about this dude. He handled every objection. I can promise you this. Rich didn't know shit about the Detroit land bank before this call, and he overcame that by doing the novation. Everyone was saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? He had to do that. That was his creative option to overcome so the guy could even sell the property to him. And he overcame that with nothing. I loved it, bro. That dude was – I've never seen that dude close before, but that is a closer. Right there.
Facts. Yo, we just getting this party started. Hey, man, shout out to you, RJ Bates, for that score. Listen, this guy is coming for your head, man. How you feel about that? That's what I want to know. Because he is going to be on the heels. Listen, I want to hear from my guy, Rich Wonders. He came in with the cool, collected, humble spirit, but with like a bazooka. You know what I mean? So it was like you thinking you finna get like a little 22, and like he comes out with like the the bazooka joint just out the blue, ready for the Taliban. So, Rich, man, I want to know what your thoughts were on this, man. You came with the bazooka, you had me prepared for the 22. What's going on, man?
Yo, thank you for the love, man. I just want to say he did sign, but I don't know if it, it was
signed contract.
Signed contract, baby. But no, hey, look, I'm glad. I was scared. I wasn't getting one on the horn. So when I got someone on the horn, I'm like, I'm gonna ride this till the wheels fall off, where at least I can open up some dialogue, uncover some problems, and dig into something. Because that's what happened on my first run. Is I was getting off the phone when I didn't think it was a sale because of the time clock, and then I didn't get anybody else on the horn. So I'm like, got one, let's go. But yeah, it was interesting.
And listen, let me tell you, I was thoroughly entertained listening to that call. That was a phenomenal execution. You hear me? I can tell that you're seasoned. Your confidence was off the charts. And you got to score a match, 74. Look at that, baby. Look at that.
Thank you. Thank you, judges. Thank you, everyone watching. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Oh, my God. That was good. That was some good stuff. Listen, I hope you guys understand something really, really clear, because here's the deal. We talked about Zolo leads, and I also talked about the importance of being able to produce leads. You show me a business, again, you show me a business that does not produce leads, and I will show you a business at the bankruptcy court. This is a fact. And so I'm going to let you guys in on one of the industry's best kept secrets. See, so when it comes to marketing, if you're not working with the best of the best in the game, I'm telling you, you're not playing to win. This is a fact. This is an absolute fact. So if you've been getting any emails, you've been getting any ads, if you've been getting any text messages from the Closers Olympics, from this particular event, and even the future events, if you've been getting any of that, all of that is thanks to our sponsor, Mike Walsh, okay? And he's with uprankpro.com, uprankpro.com. And listen, and we're not even gonna, I really want to just let you listen to some of the top leaders. I'm not even gonna go into details on all of the things. I want you to listen to the people who are actually working with Mark, with Michael Walsh on these things, and let you see exactly why uprankpro.com is the best. Okay. So no further ado, let's run this video.
I just want to let people know that I respect you that much, that we've turned down some of the biggest requests to speak, and I'm still showing up for Michael Walsh.
Michael Walsh is the man. He built my funnel. For my good friend, Mike Walsh.
Michael Walsh and the whole team absolutely crushed it for us. To Angela and Michael Walsh for helping us grow our business.
With his team, has really elevated our entire organization. And he knows what he's doing. You tell him what you want, he's going to do it. He's a pro. In the event space, funneling traffic space, marketing space.
Just super appreciative and grateful for the Uprank team with Michael and Angela and all that they do and they've done for us and me in the past.
Bro, I admire you. I respect you. I know you care about community. You guys are building your own. It is so freaking fun to watch. And it's why we said yes to this, bro. Not only because you're freaking cool, but because of what your values are, man.
Wow, that was amazing. Shout out to my guy, Michael Walsh, for dropping that, and uprankpro.com. But listen, we're in a competition, and we got our last guy getting ready to come up and blaze the stage in only a way that he can. So listen, last but not least, we got my guy Carlos coming all the way from Arizona, And guess what? He's a closer that's coming out of the real estate disruptors. Shout out to my guy, Steve Trang, on that. You know what I mean? But here's the deal. He's been doing acquisitions for about a year. Okay. And he's already inked 38 deals. Okay. 38 deals he's inked, and he's closed 16 of those 38. That's impressive to only be doing this business for a year. So he's new, up and coming. He's out of the real estate disruptors camp. So I know for a fact that he's well and thoroughly trained. So I can't wait to hear from my guy, Carlos Paloma. What's going on, my guy?
Hey, what's up, Byron? How's it going, everybody?
Oh man, I'm excited to hear your skills, man. Let's show off, man. You ready to take this thing? How you feeling?
I'm ready, man. I'm ready. So Rich, man, he set the bar high, but let's go get it. Let's see what we can do. Let's just do what we do. I'm a product of my training, you know?
Are we closing a deal right now? Is that what we doing?
That's what the game plan is.
Let's set the time clock. Let's get this party started.
All right, I'm gonna lower my volume there. All right, let's call the first one. All right, we're reaching out to Salem, New Jersey. Here we go. We got Lorraine out in Salem. All right, let's see what Lorraine's got to say. Come on, Lorraine.
Bro, being a judge is like more exciting than competing.
Right. Yeah, so excited. I sweated out my other shirt. I had to go and get my Close Olympic shirt on. Jeez. Golly, got me sweating over there.
That's
now.
why I got a bottle, ice cold bottle. And I'm like,
all right, let's do another dial.
RJ, now are you you want to
Double dial uppercut. Let's go.
With Novation King, are you guys related third cousins?
We are not. I've never even met Rich until last
Get
night.
it.
I want to talk to Grandma Bates. All right.
I was thoroughly
No
impressed
answer.
by him.
On to the next. On to the next.
Wow. Man,
Let's go.
I like the fact that he showed that he
This
got
one
the even though he
is-
didn't get it within time.
We're going to
he still
Texas.
got it for the fact that he wants to close deals and do right by
Let's
sellers.
see what we got out in Texas.
I mean, that's what it's all about, right? I said that last night in the meeting. Like, it's close deals, contracts.
Come on, Sean.
And that's what you Lee said yesterday, RJ, during the meeting with everybody. Like, let's not just style score points. Let's close deals. Let's put ink and paper.
Hello. Hi, Sean.
No, you have the wrong number.
Oh, wrong number. Okay. You wouldn't by chance have any reference to the property on Benbrook Drive?
No.
Oh.
I don't know why he gives out this phone number.
Oh,
but
okay.
No,
Oh,
I
you
don't
must.
have anything to do with him at all. I have no idea who he is.
Okay, must have the wrong number. Sorry about that.
Okay,
All right, bye. On to the next. Let's go. Timer's starting. Let's go.
Do you have
Let's
any
go.
properties you wanted to sell by chance?
Let's get it.
By chance. That's a good point too. Like now the
Let's
clock
go.
started. We
All
need to
right.
start on Rich. You know that's a good point.
9792369.
I will say the only thing that I would have had Rich do a little bit different, but it's just not on the scorecard. He should have gone for the close earlier.
Yeah.
Hey, Maria, it's Carlos calling about the property on Ligastrom Street. I'm calling because let's go. Call right back.
Okay. All right. I'm seeing the chain of the great tutelage. I see.
First one
On
I've
to the next.
seen
On to
use the
next.
voicemail.
Keep it moving. Let's keep
Let's
it
go.
pushing. Let's go.
I agree with you, RJ. That close could have came. I mean, phenomenal job. I'm not taking nothing away, but
gonna
sometimes
be
we just gotta like. I
that
like what you said,
one?
Elijah. Hey, I'm gonna go fill up my bucket of water, sign it.
All right.
Just
so
holler
we're
if you run into
in
trouble.
Memphis.
We're not talking about anything else until you sign it.
Come on, Latoya.
Wanted the guy to get his pain out, and really, he saw him talking himself down. But the problem is in real life.
Nope. All right.
You didn't do it.
That was him. Double dial. Dial uppercut.
I mean, in real life, yeah, let him keep
Let's
talking.
go.
But hey, you got a clock in your face. Like at the 13-minute mark, he should have started that. He started at like the 7-minute mark.
Yeah, he lost
Nope.
that.
Already
Go
had
to
him
the next one.
9 to 13.
On to the next. On to the next.
That would work.
We grind, guys. We grind. We
I
grind
love-
until we find it.
I love his calling it, right? Affirmations and motivate. Like, that was awesome.
I'm so sorry I missed your call.
I haven't seen that.
Sorry,
I haven't
missed my
seen
call too.
you do that.
Number and the brief message.
I would double down with Lee's voice though. He's reading up time.
Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Sorry.
Oh, mailbox full.
Talk about Carlos here,
I'm on that.
right? He had to sit for 30 minutes,
Let's go.
literally 30 minutes, and watch that go down. And about 6 minutes in, he's realizing he's probably getting this. So
We'll come
for
back to
about
that one in a second.
29 minutes,
Sorry,
Carlos is
John.
known. I have to go
Go
close
to
it.
Indiana.
I have to get a deal, a contract,
yeah,
and
yeah,
a score points on the deal too.
Please leave your message for
So-
3-1.
The mindset that Carlos is in right now,
Step back.
Close the deal.
on a daily basis, he needs to be in this
Verizon
mindset.
Wireless. Your call can now be completed as dialed.
Naaman said he's the
Okay.
only one rooting against that signature. He's talking about
Right.
All right, just getting all the voicemails out of the way. Just cleaning up the little leaf file here. It's called George back in Indianapolis.
Let's go, Los.
Hello, George. Nope. Goodbye, George.
So I'll be honest with you. If I were Carlos right now,
We're
from
on our
a
way
showmanship
to
perspective
Idaho.
and a competitive
What we got in Idaho?
I'm looking at my lead
We
list.
got in Idaho. Let's go.
I ain't calling Idaho.
Come on, Robert.
Hey,
And then
You just
also
get Carl here.
East Coast versus West Coast too. That could be something
I'm
to look
looking
at.
for where am I getting my shit box for $9,000? I'm calling
Yeah.
Birmingham. I'm calling St. Louis. I'm calling Kansas City. I'm calling Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finding something like that on my list because I know that's what I'm competing against.
Exactly.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
next
that's
lead
true.
up and then go back to this one and dial it for the second
Competing
time.
against a $10,000 MAO.
Luis out in New Jersey. What's good in Jersey? Let's go. Let's go. Put me in, coach. Put me on.
But I will also say that's an advantage.
You have reached a voice mailbox.
That's an advantage of doing virtual wholesaling, right? Like
We'll
I've heard
find
them say
them.
Idaho,
We'll go back.
Jersey. Cool.
It's coming.
That's like number 46 and 49 for me in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing the shot clock. We got time. We got time.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Omar, see.
All right, let's go to Ohio.
He stays in pocket.
Ohio,
Ohio,
come on.
go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Come on, get this one.
Come on. Let's go, Los. Give him something. Come on. Give him
Nice.
Let's go. Let's go.
I know you're there.
And see, I think, and this is what happens, right? You see somebody just close a big deal, or at least get score points. You're not getting any call, no pickups. Your mindset starts shifting. That's why those pre-call
Double dial.
applications, telling yourself what you want, how it can be. You literally can track that seller out to answer the phone.
Well, and it's tough, right? Because, like, let's say he
Alright.
gets one halfway in here, he's got to sell out. He's got to be able to, I guess
Let's
he doesn't have to
take
sell
it
out, but he's got to
to-
make the most of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just gotta get one. Just gotta get one.
Oakhurst, California.
The reality of it is what he needs to do. If he gets around that 15
Come on,
minute,
Rob.
he's gotta
Let's get it.
to knowing the
Moment.
price immediately.
Hey, Rob, it's Carlos. Call me because I got the information you sent me about selling the property out on Buckeye. Yes. Probably caught you at a bad time. Probably caught you at a bad time. No. Okay. Well, hey, but are you still selling?
Yes.
Okay, good deal. So, Rob, wanted to reach out and get some information on this, and just curious if we can agree to a number that we're both comfortable with. My next steps would be to take everything we talk about, put it in writing, to shoot it over your email. You good with that? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, real quick, while I'm pulling the information up in front of me, I'm curious, what has you considering selling?
Because I owe taxes on it, I get ready to take it.
Holy taxes.
Gotta look
Okay.
this up. You're right to the pain. Let's go.
So I applied for a reverse mortgage.
Flipping that eyebrow on me.
And you know what, man, I can't live here. I just can't.
Can't live there?
I just, I've been a licensed contractor in 2 states. I'm one of those kind of guys, you know.
Got it. Okay.
My neighbors don't like me. So, you know.
So you mentioned taxes. What's the how much you owe on that?
It's about 19 grand.
On 19,000.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, that's property taxes. Oh, okay. And so how long have you been dealing with this?
Well, I had some fines from the county because I had too much stuff in the front yard. And,
City violation.
that was about $27,000 until I got it cleaned up.
So you you got that all cleaned up, so that you still owe that, or you got to take it?
I have about $1,800 in administrative costs.
Oh, that's where they get you. Don't they do that all the time, huh?
I like it.
You've done the rapport before.
I'll tell you what.
Get the can opener.
So you got back taxes owed on this. I mean, what's got you to where you're behind on all this? What happened? What's going on?
I haven't been able to work. I came up here. I had this job.
Another funnel.
LA area off of Wilshire, and
Find out the real problem.
my kid was living with me.
Kid.
I had to, when he graduated high school, I had to move up here to take care of my dad.
Oh, okay. How's your dad doing?
Well, he died in 2005.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences, brother.
Yeah, thank you. Then I broke my leg in the beginning of 2007, and then I had a ulcerated hole in my right foot, right behind the pinky, and they wanted to amputate that part of my foot. I said no, so I stopped working because of that, and I suffered from debilitating depression.
Man.
It's just like I couldn't get ahead. I got 2 torn rotator cuffs now, which I haven't gotten fixed. I just 67 years old. I've looked at cuffs all my life, and I don't know.
So you got a lot going on, man. It sounds like you're just going through it, and your body's just really, going through it a lot. So you mentioned not being able to work. Like, how long has this been going on to where you can't work?
Well, since I stopped working after I had that hole in my foot and wanted to amputate part of it, and I really haven't done much. I volunteered at our food bank, our local food bank here, and I work at the church for minimum wage, just fixing doors and stuff and maintenance work. I just started that about a month and a half ago.
Okay. So you're doing everything you can to try to make ends meet, it sounds like, and wow.
It's been really rough. And I just got my Social Security.
Well, at least you got
I got it,
at least you got that through for you. So yeah, so looking at this, I mean, besides yourself, who else would have any input on the property being sold?
Nice.
Who would have any what?
Any input, like, is you got.
I know a gentleman named Jason Sanders. I think he put a lien on it, which they signed and allowed him to do, about 11 grand. See, the
You say you got a lien on it? 11 grand?
$1,000 thing from 2013, I think.
2020 has a.
Right before I moved up here, I was on that job, and I was getting 1099 for it, but I didn't make enough money to even have to file. But they calculated it for me anyway with 1099.
Wow. So you got a lot. So these are quite a bit of things against you. I mean, not only are you dealing with your body, you're just sounds like you're really going through it, and you got everybody looking to put to get paid on this. So
and that's fine. And you know what? That's fine. I don't have a problem with paying my debts.
yeah.
I don't pay my debts.
Right. No, it sounds like you're willing, but as far as physically, I don't know that you'd be too able. So looking at this property, I mean, what can you tell me about the property? Is there anything major wrong I'd need to know about?
Oh, it's just tore up.
Tore up?
Dirty. It's just dirty. My dad built it in '94 after he retired. And my dad was an architect. He wasn't a very good carpenter. So he admitted there's a lot of work that has to be done on the deck. I had some storm damage, and some of the beams came down. There were some beams that held some lattice wood, and one of them came down. There was some glass that there was a sunroom out on the back deck. were some overhead glass units.
Yeah.
Broke from the way of the snow.
Got it. So, yeah, it sounds like it needs some work there. What's stopping you from just putting the money into it, fixing it up, and then, get?
Don't have money. Don't have the cash.
Got it. Okay. So, I'm assuming there's still a mortgage.
Got a lot of stuff here that can use to put into it. It needs all the ductwork. I got the ductwork for it.
Okay, so you got some stuff there that you could use to repair. So, real quick, I'm curious. I'm assuming there's still a mortgage owed on this ballpark. How much is left on that, Rob?
On what?
On the property? How much is left on the mortgage?
I owe that one.
Oh, okay. So it's not like you owe anything. So,
Mortgage. There's no mortgage on this one.
okay. Well, what would be, I guess, what would be a number that you were hoping for on this?
I don't know. I've gone round and round with it. The Zillow price and the price that this reverse mortgage gentleman was talking about, they listed it at 408. Okay, now, of course, like I said, I've been a contractor in 2 states. I know what it takes to fix up a house. I don't know. You know what? I took 220.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
220?
$320,000.
He ain't in too much pain. He's at that Zillow price.
Right. I need that Zillow. No, that Zestimate just a guesstimate.
Rob, I'm curious. Do you know how Zillow does their estimations?
Bro, he said 220.
He did say 220, but then he came back with the 320.
Yeah,
I would anchor him back. So you said 220, sir?
Typically, what they look
Yeah, I
at
would
is
ask
for
them,
properties
clear it
that
up.
are like decked out, fully renovated, kitchens, bathrooms, everything. So when we're looking at this property, you mentioned it needs quite a bit of work.
Stop talking about the property. Talk about what he wants to do with the money.
Remember the 3 L's? Location, location, and location.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's trying to sell them.
15 miles from the southern entrance of Yosemite National Park. 15 miles. Okay?
Yeah.
And there's been people around here that, deal in bed and breakfast, and they want this house.
Got it. No, I bet. But here's the thing, what we're looking at, Rob, sounds like you've been dealing with this a lot, and you've got a lot of things that you could take care of. I mean,
Why don't you do this for me?
Here we go.
What's going on, and you know what's going on, right?
What's going on?
With the business, and with whatever's going on here, right? And you asked me that I thought you send me a counter offer.
Well, here's what I wanted to bring up to you. Can I share with you what I found?
Sure.
Okay, so what I'm seeing in the area is that there's what I'm seeing is from other cash buyers that have recently bought in the area. Now, I'm not saying this is my offer, but where they're at is like probably the low 200s. And these are as-is properties similar to this. Maybe the mid 200s. I mean, again, I'm not saying that's my offer, but if you were to get an offer like that, what do you see yourself doing?
Nice way of answering.
An offer around 201?
Probably the low, possibly the mid 200s.
I don't think I'd take it.
No. So, I mean, I get that you're looking for the 320.
I don't want to screw you either. I'm one of the first guys in the whole world. I usually
Would have asked him, how close can you be to that?
Right. How close can you get to that
Yeah.
number? Like saying, and then sell a finance part of it.
I get it. And Rob,
You know
to
what he
get
wants to do
you
with the
to
money.
get you in a situation where you could just be, be able to get this property taken care of. I guess you sell this and move on to the next step, and you can have
you
this
go.
all done in a picture perfect world.
All right.
Like, what would be a number that you'd feel comfortable selling this at?
I've gone round and round about this. I don't know how many times. Just thinking about it. And okay, well, let's say 270. How's that?
270,000.
What if you didn't have to pay any closing costs? Yeah, what if you didn't have to pay any closing costs?
Come on, Carlos.
You gotta understand, I've got a lot of tools here.
Uh huh.
I got a ton of tools. I'm a master.
Gotta solve that problem.
Yeah, if I go ahead and get that handled for you.
I gotta get them out of here. And
Yep. That'll get him another 10K right there.
So I'm just gonna need some cash. I got some business problems.
We only got 11 minutes though.
So okay, so looking at that, if we were to, I'm not saying I can, but let's pretend I could do that. What do you think you would need? How much would that come out to? Your immediate cash needs.
You gotta negotiate them down a little bit more. We ain't gonna give you the points, Larry. Come on.
30,000.
Thought he was for
$30,000.
sure. What would happen next?
That's till 2021, RJ.
So 2021.
Uh-huh.
Drill 10 grand. No closing costs.
That's probably about 8-10 grand.
Go 250 and then negotiate back at 260.
Listen.
Let me ask you this, Rob. So again, I'm not saying I can, but let's pretend we could do that and get you the time you need, plus the ability to get everything moved out and all that, right? Because I'd have to be around, I don't know, maybe what I'm looking at is probably around the 228, 232, and you're at 270.
Hey,
I mean, you probably couldn't meet me in the middle on that.
Let's go.
So we're back at 2.5.
He say 2.5? 250?
What's that?
Are you going to come by here, or are you somewhere?
Well, typically what we do is we obviously would make sure that it makes sense for us to work together, right? Put everything in writing, and then if it makes sense, then we'd come out there. But before that, obviously, I want to make sure we can agree on a number and a time frame. So if we were to get this done, is there any way you could possibly meet me somewhere in the middle? If I cover closing cost, you don't have to pay any commissions, do no repairs, and we could work with you on getting everything stored, set up.
Love it.
All that.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll meet you halfway at 250. How's that?
250,000.
Yeah.
Write it up. Give me that
I mean,
email.
you're tough. You're tough, Rob. I'll tell you what. Let me do this. Let me sit.
I'll tell you what. I don't know if. I don't know how you look at company, but I've got a lot
Get that email, Los.
Right. Don't get caught up the yapping.
I can't take it all, but I got a lot of stuff here that, is, just materials. I know it's not a ton of stuff. Yes, it's not feeling like it's a whole bunch of shit,
What if we allow you just to leave everything you don't want?
I'll tell you what I'll do. Whatever you don't want to take, you can leave there, and we'll take care of it for you if that helps.
That make the difference?
Well, it's stuff you can use, electrical components, boxes, and
Our contractors will use that.
Yeah, I get it. Let's do this. So let me ask you this: are you able to open up your emails?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me do this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm sending this over to my underwriter to get this approved. And again, if we can get this done, let me make sure we'll get this over to you. And Would it help you if I give you a little bit of time on this? So let's say if we close by the end of August, would that work for you?
That's what, 40 days, 45 days?
Right. So you need more time than that? When were you hoping for?
Well, I mean, that's pretty good, you know. I'm just, I want to make sure I'm finished, you know what I mean? I don't want to walk away from there, you know, I'm not finished with what I'm supposed to do.
Well, I'll give you, again, I'll work with you on the time. We'll work all the details out. Obviously, this is going to be the first steps is to do this to start the process. Yeah. You and I are going to be working together to get the process going from here going forward. So let me do this. Go ahead and open up your emails.
There you go. Lead them.
You already got them open?
Lead them, Moses. Get a couple yeses for him. Get a couple micro agreements.
Let me make sure I got the right email address for you too. I've got bowierob@gmail.com. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So if I can get this $250,000 to $250,000 and we can get this approved and we can give you the time you need, what do you see yourself doing? If I can get this approved at the $250,000 and we can close in your time frame and give you time, everything you need to get everything moved and work with you, what do you see yourself doing?
See myself start the pack.
What's that?
See myself start the pack.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is you'll sign?
Yeah, but I want to read the documents first.
Of course. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and
we'll read it together.
Get these over
Policy.
to you.
It's like company policy.
All right. So what I'm going to do.
Heart's pounding. Come on.
Yeah, that was rough. That little last patch, like I think he shouldn't have said any of that stuff. It was more like, okay, we got it all figured out. Please open your email. Here it comes.
Are you familiar with DocuSign? Have you ever done one of those?
Yep.
Okay.
Doing a good job so far, but
sounds
that
good.
clock, man. No bueno.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
Elijah.
Yeah.
My personal opinion, I think we should give him 5 more minutes because that first call was a bad number.
Okay.
Let me hit the production team real quick. Let me talk to the boss.
What do you think, Max?
I mean, we definitely started the clock on the wrong number.
And let me know when you get that email.
This puts him head to head with Rich. On my scorecard, it's going to come down to does he get the signature or not?
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's 5 minutes on a bad phone number.
His ROI is pretty strong.
Yeah.
If he gets a contract.
Did it come through?
I gotta tell you, my Verizon has just had horrible coverage up here.
Okay. It may be running a little bit slow.
It probably is. Hey, I've seen it 3 days behind.
3 days?
Yeah,
oh no.
Well, let's hope this one doesn't get there in 3 days, right?
I know. It's like, I pay a fortune for unlimited data, which I don't get. You know, and they either you, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so did it come through yet? All right.
Check the spam.
What do you want me to sign on? Just send the documents?
Yeah, it's just the document so we can get the process started.
I hate realtors, bro. I do.
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay. Check again to see if it came through. It may go to your junk or spam.
Well, I got there it is. Direct home buy. Okay.
There you go. So this is a real simple document. So you have, let me know when it's open. Oh, real simple document. So open up the document and it should be a button to click to get started.
Remember what we talked about last night?
Yeah, we want the best of the best in place. Let's see if he gets. He still got to get him signed. Jenny, will you put five more minutes on?
Did you get that?
Let's go.
Okay. Well, here, let's do this. Let's go through this together because we can get the ball rolling. And what we're going to do is we're going to get this done at the 2:50. That way we can get this started. So as you see in the document.
We're giving you 5 more minutes.
I'm confused.
Thought you wanted
Remember when we talked earlier and I said if we can come up with a number we're comfortable with, we'll take everything, put it in writing.
Don't play that on me, okay?
Oh. Really?
So let me ask you this. We got the 250,000.
Oh, man.
The time that you need.
Listen to me, all right? If I tell you something, you can believe it, okay? If I tell you something, I'm going to do it, okay? I'm a man of my word. I'm an honest man, all right? I'm not going to play you, okay? And I understand what you want to do. You want to get
Oh, your girl is hardcore.
Wow, she put the veto. She put the veto on it. She's the final decision maker on it.
Wow. Listen, no 5 minutes. Listen, don't be coming around here asking for no 5 minutes. Here's the deal. That right there was a very impressive call. So, you know how we do this. I want to hear your opinion while the judges are judging, while the judges are getting it in. Let's go ahead and get your opinion on this. Yes, definitely a nail biter. Good work. Yeah, definitely good work. I mean, to me, right? Listen, I've done a lot of deals. And to me, it sounds like that guy was pretty much ready to go ahead and do some business. And he sounded like a pretty fair and straight up guy. So he may get the contract later. You never know. At the end of the day, the good thing about the Closers Olympics is that it goes even beyond just here today. That may be a deal that yields him another $20, $30, $40, $50,000. You never know. But here's the deal. The judges have judged. And I can't wait to hear my guy, Max, let us know exactly what your thoughts were on this deal. Let's get this party rolling.
Man, talk about nail biters here at the end, Byron. Man, you all right over there?
Man, I was like, yo, like.
Oh, shoot. I mean, he did everything well, honestly. Like, the report was there. And here's the thing. You got to think about it as seller per seller, right? Mm-hmm. Older seller, which is one of the most difficult sellers to deal with. You got to be very patient, but he was very methodical to get the sale moving forward, which is, by the way, not easy to do. Facts. It's not easy to do with an older person, and especially to get him on an email. Give him a 5 all across the. Give him a 5 for report. I think he did really well, understanding everything that was going on with him. He negotiated well. Price anchored him, then came back up, and then got that extra $10K. I gave him a 5 for that. Handling objections, I gave him a 4. I wish he would have got over that hump of, hey, let me look at it tonight. I know the timing was going off, and he definitely identified the pain. And listen, he got the verbal agreement. That's a juicy deal.
That's a fact.
Exactly.
Man, and he got it below the MAO. So,
yep.
Amazing stuff. Thank you so much for that, Max. Man, I can't wait to hear what my guy Elijah got to say about that. So that was a total score of 24.
Yep.
Total score of 24, you guys. So yeah, and so we'll go ahead and move on and get over to Elijah so we can get his score. But I just want you guys to remember that Max gave him a total score of 24. Elijah, I mean, what were
Man.
your thoughts, man?
Wow, man, these last two calls. I mean, these are
They
this
were
is what makes it
spicy.
feisty people. I mean, we getting hookahs, we getting bearded, long bears popping. I mean, it was a great call. I feel like Los did a phenomenal job. I felt like he really, I mean, he hit like almost everything out the park. He built rapport really well. He put all his eggs in this one basket because he wasn't getting called at first. He negotiated with the guy. I didn't give any creative points because he didn't make a creative option. He handled all his objections till the end where he started losing them a little bit when it's time to sign the contract, but he had him in pocket and identifying the pain, talking about all these body injuries he is having, and really he controlled the conversation, kept good pace, good tonality, asked precise question. Yeah, he was the seller was doing the talking, but Carlos controlled where the seller was walking. So that's when you know you're doing with a good close, and that was really very, 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 very good. And he got the verbal agreement. I can't give him any ROI points because we're not supposed to give ROI points if you don't get a contract signed. And technically, neither of these people did get a contract signed. I think he did a phenomenal job. I gave him 20 points. It's really hard to get 5 points out of me, so I gave him the max where I felt comfortable at, and he got 20 on it.
Man, he got to take that 20 to the bank. He got to take it to the bank. Hey, man, appreciate it, Elijah. Let's get to my guy, RJ, because ultimately, RJ, looks like you're going to be the major decider here.
Yeah, I thought Carlos did amazing. I thought he had a really good job. I was the one that was fighting for the 5 more minutes because of the wrong phone number.
That's a fact.
I gave Carl, and I will be honest, Carlos is not my style of closer. He's definitely from Steve Trang, and it's in that school. Definitely not my style. So there was a couple of moments kind of irked me, but from his style and where he is, he hit it out of the park. I gave him a 5 on rapport, 5 on negotiations. I thought he did a great job there. Couldn't give him any points for creative options because there wasn't one there. I gave him 5 on handling objections because I thought he did a great job with this man's objections across the board. I gave 5 on identifying pain. I gave him 5 on a verbal agreement, but no signed contract, no net ROI, and no creative option. Outside of that, I thought he did a great job.
Wow. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, Max got him a 24. Elijah came in with a 20. You come in with a 25 with a total of 69. That's amazing. Tell the truth. RJ, who are you most concerned about meeting you in the next couple of weeks?
I'm going to go with Scotty, Kendall, and Rich, and our boy Ricky. Everyone came out of the qualifiers. Those are the ones I'm most worried about. Elijah, Max, Keith, man, they're chumps. They old.
Yo. All right. Well, we're going to see. We're going to see. Listen, thank you so much, RJ. I want to get our closer up here so we could see what his thoughts were on this because Carlos, phenomenal call, brother.
Thanks, guys. You know what? Like I said, I'm a product of my training. On this session, right? This is what we do. We dial until we get that person on the phone, and we follow our process. You have to have a process, and on this deal, man, the shot clock was running against me at the end. Tried to go for the signature, got the verbal commit. The guy again at the end said, look, I'm a man of my word. I'm going to sign, but I just need the 24 hours to think about it. So besides that, man, where else can you find a stage as a closer to put yourself out there for a live call review and get the best of the best in the industry giving you feedback? Like, this is phenomenal. This is awesome.
Facts. Man, listen, I just have to say, I definitely identified your process. I definitely appreciated that process as well. Just me being, an observer of this business and a practitioner in this business, I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. And the best thing about it is that you can repeat that process over and over again. I thought it was phenomenal. Hats off to you, man. You got a score of 69. I think that's phenomenal. We're going to see where that lands you in this overall competition. Listen, if you haven't already, if you haven't already, make sure you pick up your tickets, man. Pick up those tickets. We need to see you in the building for the Closers Olympics that is coming up in the next couple of weeks. You need to be getting your bundle or your ticket. Either way, I think you're going to be all good. Listen, you're talking about a ticket for $149 or getting a full bundle, right? And it's going to give you 2020, 2021, all of the Closers Olympics, all of that valuable closing practice, right? Because I call it practice because you get a chance to see people live in action closing deals. Plus, you get a Closers Olympics course as well. You cannot beat that for $349. Make sure you go ahead and pick that up, right? You can go to closesolympics.com right now and go ahead and get that. Listen, we got to pick a winner. Matter of fact, regardless of the scores that we've heard, regardless of any of that, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. Who do you think deserves to win this round 6? This round 6. Who do you think the winner was, regardless of the scores? Regardless of the scores, who is your number one vote? Go ahead and put that in the chat. I want to see that live. Who was the people's champ today? While we wait to see who is the official champion moving to the next official championship round. Who do you guys think? Who are your pick? I want to see it in the chat. Novation God. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, let's go ahead and get straight to it. I don't want to waste a whole lot of time. I want to get straight to it. Let's see what the official judges and the numbers have come back and claimed that victor. Who is this going to be? Let's go ahead and get this thing popping. Oh, man, I'm seeing a lot of cool. Okay, we're seeing Carlos, long hair. That is funny. That is so funny. Rich, Carlos. It's going back and forth between Rich and Carlos. Rich. Yes, indeed. Love it. Appreciate all of the participation, you guys. Yes, indeed. All right. So, looks like we've did all of the final scores. And guess who is our winner? My guy, Rich Wonders, with a total score of 74, closing this thing out. And let's not forget, he actually got the deal. Rich actually got the deal locked up 100%, and he showed those receipts with his phone to me and to you right here live on the show. Listen, this is the type of competition that makes the Closers Olympics so special. If we could get my guy Rich up. Rich, how you feel, man?
Yo, that was a nail biter. That was like a coin flip. Carlos is the man. I actually work with Carlos. So when people submit JV deals, he's one of the closers that comes in and nails them. And we've just been working a short time, but he's absolutely amazing. Hats off to him. Hats off to the judges. That's the thing with this competition, right? You have 30 minutes. Everybody in here is a great closer. So it comes down to just the whatever way the wind blows that day. You know what I mean? So I'm happy it blew my way today, and hopefully it'll blow my way in the finals. But I'm happy just to be a part of it. So thank you, guys.
It absolutely will. It absolutely will. Listen, it was an amazing sight to see. Listen, this is no extra gas, no extra gas added. It was phenomenal watching you close, brother. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you do for the official Closers Olympics, man. So, man, great job, everybody. Listen, I just want to say shout out to all of the judges, Max, RJ, right? Elijah coming through, making this particular event so special. Shout out to all of the people in the back too, because here's the deal. Jen, Moran, my guy Naaman, on the it's so many people who came together to make this particular event possible. Plus, definitely got a shout out to all of the other closers, Carlos, Jen, oh man, Ilya. I got it right. Ilya, man, shout out to my guy Ilya, who's living the best life, closing 80 plus deals in the Dominican Republic. And definitely shout out to you, Rich, for putting on a spectacular performance. Listen, I can't wait to the official Closers Olympics. If you haven't already, make sure you get your tickets. Hey, Rich, what do you want to tell these people who haven't got their tickets yet? Can you close these people?
Look, if you haven't got your tickets, I don't know what you're doing. Quit playing. It's a couple bucks, right? The value you will get for that if you actually apply it. You have to take action, right? You actually apply it. I'm soaking up tons of game from watching everybody else. Like, look, if I wasn't in, I'd be buying a ticket myself. You know what I mean? It's definitely your ROI on it's going to be sick. There's nothing else like this. To just be a part of it's amazing. So shouts out to everybody involved. Go cop those tickets, man. You can spend that on a steak dinner. You may as well just, get some game, make some money. You buy all the steak dinners you want.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and get our closers back up, and let's just hear what they got to say on this, man. I can't wait. Let's do it. Ilya, Carlos, what were your thoughts, man? What were your thoughts on this?
For me, guys, it's that 30-minute shot clock, right? This really puts you up against it. And as far as it goes, like Rich, hats off to you, bro. Awesome performance. Like, love the whole process. I seen your process there. And we've been talking and working together. Man, this is just, again, it's just an awesome venue for us to get together and really break down ourselves, our skills, our abilities. Just awesome.
Love it. Man, Ilya, what's your thoughts, man?
That was good. I enjoyed it. Great competition. I think everybody stepped it up and put in, the last, especially with Rich, the last second and Carlos too, the nail biters, because everyone wants to see that signature, right? To make it get a close. So
absolutely. Okay, so give me this real quick, Ilya. Anything you felt like we could have been done better throughout this competition that you kind of spotted?
As far as feedback of anything, I don't know, man. I think everything went well. We had the leads, and I'm glad that a good amount of people actually picked up the calls. You know what I mean? Like, I had 3 people pick up. I know Rich had just that one guy, and he just hooked onto him. So it was good. I feel like there really isn't much more that could be added. Everything was good. We got to see everybody's scores. We got to see the ARV was presented pretty quickly.
Yes,
so give us an idea where we got to be. Mm-hmm.
Love it. Well, awesome. Well, let's go ahead and get our judges back on the screen so we can get their feedback. And shout out to Jen as well. We didn't get a chance to see her on the screen, but listen, we know that her heart was in the right place, and she's definitely in this competition. But man, RJ, Max, Elijah.
Yes. Wow. I think this is probably one of the best ones we had. We knew this was going to be better, and they did not disappoint.
No, not at all. I was just going to second that. I was going to say that, and I second that. This was awesome. I mean, this is what it's all about, right? I know the contract wasn't inked live, but Rich got his a minute after. Carlos was there. Everyone, Ilya, Jen, balled out, and amazing today, man. Amazing. I can't wait. By the way, the older the wine gets, the finer it gets as well, too, RJ.
I love it. I'll tell you, the whole Closers Olympics committee has given me an opportunity to talk to each one of the contestants before these lives on the qualifiers. And I said it last night. I was like, hey, we want ink. Like, we want signed contracts. And, those guys there at the end, those last 2 calls were great. And the thing that I love about it was they were 2 different styles, right?
Absolutely different styles.
Rich sat back and let that seller talk. And even Max, you can see it, right? Because that's not Max's style. Max is like, I'd interject right now. And I'm like, hell no, let him talk, baby. And then you saw Carlos, he was interjecting himself. Mm-hmm. And it's cool to see the 2 different styles end up with the exact same result there at the end. Carlos just didn't quite have it there. And then also, I hate it because he didn't have an option for a creative option. So there wasn't a whole lot that he could have done there. He did everything right. It just cost him 5 points.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So I think along with what you said, I think we really got a chance to highlight the different styles, different techniques. I think Ilya really definitely showed that he is not to be played with. He's coming next year for us. Jen, even though she started off, I think she still did a good job, a quality job. But then just when you get to, my man had the Versace shades on, the hookah popping, the background.
Yeah, the whole vibe.
Confidence came
The
through.
vibe was just right.
Yeah, the whole the Cardinals head coach freaking vibe. Look at that, the apartment over there. Like,
Dude, the vibe is everything, man.
Right?
Life is all about vibes. I'm trying to keep a
Let's
good
go.
vibe at all times, man.
Hey, I really think what happened here, we got a chance to see different styles, different techniques, quality conversations. And so now you can see what style you connect with, what style you resonate with. I think we gave a good sample of what the real Closer Olympic 3-4-day competition is going to be like,
Guys, how about those leads, man? How about those leads?
Oh,
lead
yeah.
Zolo. Shout out to lead Zolo.
Man.
Lead Zolo leads are amazing, man. Me, Naaman, and Max, we all learned about Lead Zolo when we closed on it on stage at San Antonio. One thing I'll say about Jen's performance, it is always detrimental to be the first one to go in the Closers Olympics. I mean, it is hard when you're sitting there and you've got the butterflies and everything like that. And then all of a sudden the little thing goes around and it lands on your name and you're the first one thrown in there. Because I think it impacted her a little bit on that first call. But I will say this, watching Jen twice now and Ilya, they would have had similar results to the leads that Rich and Carlos had there. That we saw 4 legitimate closers today, and that was evident by their skill sets.
Absolutely.
What do you think, Naaman?
Dude, that was so much fun. It's like everybody said, the quality of those 4 contestants was so high. There wasn't one person that anyone was watching and they're like, I'm not going to do what that guy did or what that girl did. Everyone did so well. I had a good time running comps, Ohio, California. That thing was in Yosemite. I'm like, where are these properties at? I'm like, what are we doing? It was a lot of fun, but it's definitely some high pressure moments in there. But I know for a fact the people that are moving forward, we don't need a comper. We're going to be comping ourselves. We're going to be figuring out what our own prices are. Because if you take too long, I need to shoot my shot. I'm not waiting for you.
I'm not waiting.
Yeah, I'm not waiting for you.
Double loaded over here. Right?
Good point on that, Naaman. That's what earlier I mentioned to RJ. If you were Kimmer, who was that? Ilya that had the listing, right? That the failed listing. Like I would attach that thing like a woof. You know what I mean? Like that failed listing would have been where I would have went. But again, definitely that shot clock makes you do different things.
They all working off of that one phone. I'm like, if you ain't got 2 texts going out, 2 dials going out, like they had a lot of leads, and especially my man Carlos. At the end there, he did a great job. He just ran out of time there because of that first dial. But if he would have been dialing a little harder, had another phone, maybe shooting some texts, he might have got that guy on the phone a little earlier and saved himself some time.
The only feedback that I would give to Carlos there at the end, specifically on what's different with my style.
I almost typed it in the box.
It's like when he did there at the end and he said, if I were to give this over to you, what would you do? And it took like 90 seconds and it was like, yo, bro, he already said he's good at 250.
Yeah. Do you think, RJ, do you think that probably brought on the apprehension at the end?
Yeah.
It could have. Yeah, it could have.
I know what it did do. It took away his time on trying to overcome the ejection at the end.
Because here. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
He would have had another 2 minutes to say, if your word is gold and you're signing, then sign the document. Let's go through it together. And going through a contract is so powerful because I'm going to tell you right now, every time you get about 2 paragraphs in, they're like, shut up. Okay, I signed it. All right, we're good.
Right. Click, click, click.
What I liked about Rich, the way he did it, and maybe you can give us a little insight on this, Rich, it was he presented it as if he was just letting the seller review it, right? and then he started assuming the close after the fact. Did you guys notice that? And what are your thoughts on that?
That was gold.
Well,
you're asking me,
yeah,
or you're asking the judge?
You ready?
Either or.
Okay. So assuming the close is super important, and I do that every time. You have to have a positive expectation because it takes away their decision anxiety. It makes it easy for them to make the right decision. So if you're uncertain on it, it's just going to amplify their uncertainty. And normally, yes, I would read through the whole contract. My normal process is much longer, but since we're in a game, I had to shorten it. And normally I don't deal in Detroit at all, just because of the low price points. So that was a little different, right? But yeah.
Wow.
Bro, Rich, I say it all the time. There are sellers that are like, make me an offer. And I'm like, I don't make offers. Like, you didn't make an offer, bro. That's why I was so fucking pumped up. I was like, I can't believe I'm watching this. It's like I'm watching me with hair, baby. This is amazing.
Stop it, RJ. You know that's your third cousin. Stop it. Stop it. Vikings the line.
Just a transfer.
Cousin Rich, how you doing?
Amazing.
That's how you do it, bro.
You swapped it.
You just said the contract's in your email. Go through it. Here you go. Boom, 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 boom. And that's how it's supposed to go when you have that style, you know?
Yeah.
What Max and Carlos do is a little bit different. It wouldn't work for them. And I will say that.
We got a free.
That dial up.
Oh,
man. AOL.
Listen, you got the dial up. What happened to 50-50? 49 and 49.
50-50.
No.
Am I frozen?
You did freeze for a second, bro.
Your 3 MPBs went out.
Yeah, you got caught in the matrix.
One thing I will say.
The matrix.
Anyway,
listen, shout out to the production team, by the way, too, man.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know, they did an amazing job, man. Jen, Maran, my guy Peter in the back. Just, you know, naming coming through. It was amazing. I just want to say I had a blast with this. This has to be one of my top. It's up there. It's definitely one of my top competitions that I've gotten the opportunity to host thus far. And I'm looking forward to the main event.
Yeah.
Before the main event, we have the press conference that's going to be going down next Thursday. The press conference on the 20th, I believe, at 3 p.m. PST.
That's a fact.
And I don't know if you guys watched the last couple years press conference, but this ain't like no regular press conference you see. I mean, boxing match is cool, WWF is cool, NBA finals cool. The press conference is going to be off the charts. I don't know if you've seen the last one, but RJ is going to roast every single judge, every single closer. All of us will be talking our talk. So,
hey, speaking of which, Elijah, hold on, pause real quick. Who are these dudes on the far right? Like, I don't know who these are. They didn't have names.
Oh, they got followers.
They got followers. Amazon Prime Day? Like, where did they go? Can I get a judge for $2.99? Like, where did they come from?
Buy one, get one free, judge.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Quality judges across the board. Quality judges across the board. And regardless who you are, RJ's roasting everybody. All right.
Yeah.
So
hey, Rich, I got a question for you,
and this is where we're gonna be able to find out who the official matchup's going to be. We're all going to see who goes first, who goes second, who's going to be the last one. So it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Make sure you guys there. Press conference going down on the 20th, next Thursday at 3 p.m. on all these same streaming platforms.
That's a fact.
Hey, Rich, what did you cold stone ACD over there? What did you throw down? Was that your laptop?
I know you. Oh no, it was just a pillow.
I said, oh, okay,
he just broke something.
Like, oh, my man's pissed. Like he's throwing his laptop.
Bro, I love the passion though, because that's how I feel. Like, no, I love it. I love it.
Oh man, amazing stuff, man. Listen,
that's what I'm talking about.
We are getting ready to get on up out of here in a little bit, and we were able to get this thing done in time. Shout out to the production team again.
Yeah.
Listen, amazing. We got potentially 2 deals done. You guys got a chance to witness that live. This is the no cap zone. You either bring the skills or you will be looking very ill going back home with the zeros. That's a fact, right? So we closing real deals in real time on the Closers Olympics. Make sure you show up to the press conference taking place on the 20th, and make sure you get your tickets and show up July 28th through the 31st for the closesolympics.com right now. Go ahead and get that. Go ahead and get that, right? So we can go ahead and see you live, okay? July the 28th to the 35th. Yes.
Shout out to Byron, all right? Shout out to Byron showing up, being a team play. Give yourself some love, sir.
Yes, indeed.
That's on the back for you.
I need a pat on the back. I'll take that.
Byron's voice is vibe. Let's go, Byron.
Thank you. But yeah, with that being said, man, any final words? You know, I know RJ, are you planning on taking the victory in July 28th to the 31st?
Outside of the fact that half the judges I've beaten previous Closers Olympics and the other half came from wish.com, I mean, I'm sure I'm going to win.
Are you blaming the judges like in advance?
Yeah, I mean, of course.
So he's doing a pre-close, pre-frame. All of this is taking place currently. Elijah, did you pick up what he was putting down?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's hedging his bets. But I mean, just like year one, he thought he was going to take it. It didn't quite work out, but year two did work out. But we'll see what happens this year.
We haven't seen All In since the 2020 Closers Olympics. They were tired from closing, apparently.
They went from all in to all out.
Hey. Oh, that is hilarious. Hilarious. Listen, I am looking forward to seeing you guys, you know, turn it up again. And here's the deal. Based on the way this thing is kind of panning out, you're really with some closers. So it's not like somebody lucked up and slid in. So I'm expecting to see some actual closed deals on closing day. So closing a deal may just be a prerequisite.
Right. You're gonna have to close. I think you have to do kind of what RJ did year two. I think you have to close 2 deals.
Yeah.
In one 30-minute setting.
That was crazy. That was bananas. Yo. So listen, if you haven't already, make sure you go and get your tickets. Just go to closesolympics.com. Go ahead and pick that up. It's right now. It's just scrolling right down there. Yeah, just go ahead and pick that up. And we will see you at the press conference first on the 20th, right? And we will also see you at the main event, July 28th through the 31st in the next couple of weeks. With that being said, we are out of here. Peace.